Hello, everyone. It's been a while. Oh my. So forgive us while we still figure out which hamster is operating the computer this week, whether or not they want to continue running. But few things. Welcome everybody on Twitch. We've decided to kind of go to a Twitch only for right now and kind of see how that goes for a little while and kind of go from there. Glad to see all the folks that are here that are back, all the people that are new. Welcome. We have a lot of fun stuff in store for you tonight, in addition to, obviously, our game. We've got some really cool stuff coming out. So, a couple of announcements. We will have a dice giveaway, as we always do. So make sure you stick around for the break. We'll be giving away one set of dice, and it'll be one code word that we'll give out at the break, and we'll have you put it in chat and all that kind of fun, dandy stuff. So we'll get to that in a bit. We also, Jennifer Twyla, down there, which I should probably go to that page. Down there, over there, yeah, that way, she's actually going to be doing a character commission for one of y'all, one of the viewers. So if you're interested in that, make sure you enter the secret code word at the break as well for that. In addition, our friends over at Eldritch Press are going to be giving away a copy of Gates of the Shadow Mage, a level 5 adventure for the 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons game. If you want to check them out, there's a link down in the panels below for their Twitch Pro for their drive-through RPG link. This isn't the first time in a while at all. And then if you want to join our Patreon community, you absolutely can. There's a link down in the panels as well for that. Tonight's sponsor is, well, it's me. I've actually made the transition into professional DMing, which is and GMing for 5th edition D&D and Pathfinder 2nd edition. So it's fun. It's an interesting lifestyle and it's crazy. But if you are looking for dynamic storylines, epic campaigns and adventures, memorable NPCs, casual night with friends, or if you're just trying to find a group to play with, there's an option that we have for you. We have public games, which are kind of like drop-in games where you can kind of join a campaign in progress if you want to kind of jump into one of those, or we can actually create a brand new campaign for you altogether. So make sure you check out that in the description below. And that's all I have, but as you can see, we have some new, wonderful, awesome guests that are new to the channel and, well, new staples to the channel, so we hope. Isabeth, would you mind tell us who you are and kind of plug your stuff?
Sure. So I am Izzy of the Nat 30s. We are a live play D&D channel here on Twitch. We have some viewer interaction, monthly dice giveaways. We are running a couple of campaigns at the moment. I DM the main campaign on Sundays at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And then we have the Midnight World Horror TTRPG and pre-release on Mondays at 9 p.m. And Tuesdays we have an anthology series that is DM'd by Cuba, my husband. That's also at 9 p.m. Eastern, so you can come check us out, join our Discord, win some free stuff, and we are sponsored by BD&D that gives away merch on all of our D&D streams, so they're fabulous. You can come check us out.
Excellent. And then we have, if anybody's been a fan of this channel, a man that needs no introduction, a very man of many personalities, PJ. Tell the people about yourself. What do you do?
Well, besides blushing, oh my god. So my name is PJ McGaw. You can find me all over the internet at pj.mcgaw. I'm from the Nat 20 Productions. You can find us on Twitch, Nat 20 Productions Official, or our YouTube, Nat 20 Prods. We do a Pathfinder 2nd edition show on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for the West Coasters, starting like 11 for the East Coasters. We love you, so sorry it's so late. And we just took a 2-month hiatus, doing almost a month and a half of charities shows, and we go back to the old story next week with Woodward, the gnome druid in the shape of a gorilla with a giant sword about to strike at the big bad evil guy. We'll see where that goes from there. And on Tuesdays we have a show called At the Table, which is a talk show where we kind of sit and discuss new content being released, some first releases, play tests, things that you can do to become a better role player, better GM, and how all these materials can make your game, your creativity a little better, a little stronger. And that's 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. Same Nat time, same Nat channel. And that's it for now. There's going to be some surprises coming in 2022, but we'll tell you all about it when 2022 rolls around. So yeah, looking forward for this.
Absolutely. That is great to hear. So yeah, you can make sure you check them out. I will be eventually including panel links down below once I get my act together. But without further ado, we are actually just going to jump right in. We no fancy cinematic this week or anything like that. We're still in the process of we want to kind of feel these new characters out a little bit, let them breathe, and then kind of figure out what we're going to be doing from there. So, just so everyone knows, a little bit of scheduling kind of things. My plan for right now is to do this game every other week. A, give people time to catch up, but also B, so I can catch up. With that said, we are missing Ashley tonight. She had a sudden commitment kind of come up at the last minute. Life still happens, and so we are totally fine with that. I will be taking the helm of portraying Juliet somehow, I will try not to mess it up. But anyway, last we left off, after an epic encounter with Shekas, the tiger demon, and Juliet's former patron, and his ladies, the grotesque hag-like demons, you went to war with his minions. In a battle that saw many swings back and forth, characters dropping and rising to the occasion, Bubby the Face Ripper Bloodwaggle, seeing the tide beginning to turn, escaped, teleporting to safety, leaving Sheba, the demonic hag, to face you all alone after killing your friend Twyla. Enraged, Demikos, Juliet, and Morharon brutalized the creature, fighting off Shekas's attempts to take back the body, and quickly rushed Twyla to the Cloud Spire for resurrection. The resurrection would be successful, reviving Twyla from her grim fate. You would then move on to Nulgrim, hoping to find out more information on Shekas. Upon arriving, you were quickly summoned by Duke Dotrin Went, the father to your former companion Shirley. He broke the news that his son had been captured, kidnapped by Phaley scum, and that you were to leave post-haste in the morning to retrieve his son. And that is where we left off. Twyla, you awake this morning, still relatively groggy and sore, given your experiences in the battle prior. As you roll over in the four-poster bed of the abode you have been given that you share with Juliet, the warm linens and the bright morning sun prying its way through the window, you find a letter at your bedside, addressed to you.
Dolly, are you learning to write now?
No, child. I think that was that there Moharon that went and go ahead and left that for you, Shug. Him and Demiko seemed to be in much a hurry. It was very strange. But yeah, no, I don't know. Would you like me to read it, or would you like to read it yourself?
No, read it to me.
Okay.
I'm looking at the letter.
Okay.
Looking at Dolly like...
All right. Oh yeah, that doesn't work right now. Twyla, I may be asking far too much of you. In fact, I know I'm asking too much. But it's something that must be done. It's something I must do. We all know that there is much chaos in this world. There are too many tasks on our plate, and there is not much means to complete them all, especially given all that we've had to deal with as of late. The Phales, global warming, the Underdark, and all it entails, there is simply just too much to do. Demikos and I are leaving. Not because of anything you or Juliet have done, but because we as a party are stretched far too thin. Demikos and I have no idea how to handle many of the plights and tasks ahead of you and Juliet, and as such, we've gone to go get Shirley. Do not follow us. We have the ability to handle this on our own. We've even enlisted a few sellswords in this endeavor, and Demikos is sure that his brother Cassius will be of great aid to getting us into the city unnoticed. This is going to upset Juliet. But you two are the best equipped to handle the issues at the Dark Top and the issues of this global warming catastrophe. Her and her gifts from Timmick and Tully and your amazing magical powers and insight are huge assets in that. We would not know where or what we could do to contribute to that plight, to be perfectly honest. You need to handle this before it gets out of hand. Each day we've known each other, the more desert-like the world becomes. I hope you understand the urgency. Both of our missions have timelines. That's why we need to split up. I've told Juliet in her own letter as such, and in order to drive it home, well, I do care for Juliet and truly do have feelings for her. I've told her the opposite. I've written that we are only good friends, and that I could never be romantically involved with her, as she is far too unstable and unpredictable, and is generally not my type. This, of course, is a lie, but is the only way I can ensure that she will not run after us. I hope you understand, and I'm sorry to unload this all on you. I hope our paths cross again soon, and if not, it has been great adventuring with you. Your friend, Moharan. You finish reading this letter, and you kind of look up and peer across the room at the opposite four-poster bed. You see Juliet just finishing her letter, just kind of staring at the wall.
Why did you wake up and read that letter? I'm gonna walk closer to her, and I'm Juliet.
Yeah?
What are we going to do? What do you want to do?
Hold on. We need to go to the library. We've got to figure out what we can. We have to equip ourselves. We have to get ready for this.
You're
Yeah, no,
absolutely
we
right.
we have to go.
Come on, I know where the library is. We are going to the library. You're right.
Okay.
Hey, Dolly, come on, pack up. Do you need help, Juliet? Do you need help with your bag or something? I'll help you.
No,
I'll
no,
help
it's fine. It's fine. Oops, that's not the right music.
I'm gonna get something like breakfast to go, and I'll see if I can find something for you. And we're going. Okay, we're going.
Yeah, let's just go. We've let this thing go on long enough. We got to take care of this. We just need to go. Let's go.
And I rush. Like, yes.
Okay. You quickly running into town. Of course, going back to the old library, the old homestead that you're used to going to kind of go see here in Nulgrim. You words, things, yes. Eventually making it to the library, not too far into the middle portion of Nulgrim. You kind of like make your way past Upper Nulgrim, kind of moving your way through. Quickly arriving at the library here in the city. Petra, Pine Needle, or Pin Needle, the small gnomish librarian that you're used to, is currently, as you kind of bust through, there is still a giant hole in the ceiling here from when Timmick turned into a giraffe and busted a hole into the ceiling prior to his date with her. You quickly run in, and she kind of just was like, Hello, Twyla. Good to see you. I didn't know you were in town. How are things?
Everything's perfect. We just arrived a little bit
Right.
ago.
Okay.
A little bit of tricky magic. I
Okay.
need art space, where I used to
Right.
do my
Your
research.
right, your study space, of course. Yes. No. I can easily arrange that for you. Not a problem.
And
How you look like hell. No. I don't mean no offense, of course. Are you okay?
I'm perfectly okay. My friend Juliet wants to do some research, and I'm, fully supporting her. This is very important. I need all the help I can need because we got a lot of
Right.
things we need to solve, and I
Right.
want her focused.
Right. Of
I
course.
don't want her distracted.
Yeah,
I'm sorry about the roof. Do you need some coin to help that? Because
I'm sure we can. I'm sure we can find a way to take care of that ourselves. I recently employed a new custodian. His name is Gregory. He should be able to take care of that eventually. Right now, we're trying to make sure that everything's kind of cataloged because it's only been me for the very longest time, and to be perfectly honest, he's kind of on a short leash. Just trying to make sure that he does what he's supposed to do first and doesn't screw it up and can do things in alphabetical order. I don't trust a man that if he doesn't know his alphabet, I don't trust him to carry a hammer. So needless to say, we're gonna figure that out first and then go from there. But your room is pretty much untouched, to be honest. For some reason we don't get a lot of traffic through here anymore, but I can absolutely take care of that for you. Come with me. And she goes and just beelines it, leaves all of her work. She's got like books stacked up. Why?
Yeah.
Who knows? Because not a whole lot of business here, but she's got them all stacked up. Maybe her own personal reading. But she brings you into the back. The old kind of like dusty kind of interior as you're kind of peering through. There's one point you kind of step. There's a couple of soft boards in the floor. You're just like as you go over those ones. Most of the books are pretty well organized. There's a few more that are disheveled than there used to be. Give me a in perception check, just really quick.
Whoa. Okay,
First roll.
okay. Yes, first roll.
First roll of
Perception.
season 2.
That's a 12.
A 12. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. With a 12, quickly kind of perusing here as you're kind of meandering through. One of the books that you see that you kind of catch a glimpse of is just like a tome on elementals. Just kind of is like kind of pulled out a little bit, but also stuffed in there as well. Otherwise, you don't really catch anything else. You pretty basically just kind of catch that one book, and that's about it. You make your way and eventually kind of into that side study that you're used to. Nice. It's clean enough. It's warm. There are books from when you were last here. It seems that the study room has not been touched since you were here last time. And as a result, many of the tomes that you were studying before about this kind of creature that you were trying to research are still there, where you kind of like found your dead end. And she kind of just like, if you need anything, let me know. I can, of course, if you know any book titles by name, I can go find them. Or if there's anything in specific you're looking for, I'm more than happy to help.
Well, if Juliet comes, let her know where I am, and we are looking for things on climate, change.
Climate
things
change.
happening and the Underdark, because I think.
Okay, let me write a little note here. Climate change. Like histories of like former climate changes and things of that nature, or
That'll be helpful because history can help us learn.
okay. And then
Sure can.
with the Underdark. Any specific reason why you want to look at that stuff?
Well, we sort of found like a door to the Underdark, and
Really?
I'm not sure if that's going to pose a problem in the future, but I want to know beforehand, and if something comes out, I want to know too. You know. What's
Okay.
all
Yeah. No.
about?
I can go ahead and see what I can find here. Feel free to browse the stacks as well. I'll see what I can
Alright.
get for you. Juliet, dear, do you need anything? And she just kind of like, no, I'm good. I'm focusing on this right now. But thank you. Thank you. And she just kind of shuts the door behind her.
Dolly, go to Juliet. And I whisper to Dolly and put my broom on a corner and start searching for
Yeah.
books.
Dolly's just like, oh yeah, no problem, Shug. I'll go cheer her out. Don't worry about that. And she's just kind of like, she like kind of crawls over there, starts crawling up her arm, and she just like, doesn't really react. She just kind of like lets her walk on her, but doesn't really like start giving her scritches or anything like that. Unfortunately, the ferret is not having her usual effect on your friend.
I'm so tired already. When it's morning.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check to see if you can find any of the books that you're looking for. Try to change. I think you're on private roll, so I didn't see that one. So if you can change the, yeah, there it is. I see it. I think it's probably the same. Investigation. Actually, your investigation check is way higher than that. So that is a 23. With a 23, you do find a few tomes. You grab that book on elementals that you saw before, and the title of it is The Burning Fire. You grab that tome. You struggle necessarily to find like histories about warming, but you do find some tomes about the Underdark. Specifically, you do find one particular. It's kind of more of like a folk fairy tale as opposed to a like an actual history of the area. But it could give you some insight and some context. The book specifically is let me pull up that book. It's the Conquerors of the Betrow.
All right. I start reading, and I keep glancing at Juliet to make sure she's here, and everything's okay.
Yeah, and you continue to read. Shifting gears. If I can get to the place I want to be. Oops. Ariok. Zalir. You are currently enjoying each other's company at the Regal Pillow Inn. The pseudo kind of upper class kind of settlement or inn here within the settlement of Nulgrim. You've just recently arrived into town, generally just kind of looking for kind of your next step in your goals. Ariok, you having your own personal kind of goals in mind, with Zalir kind of aiding you in trying to take care of those things. You, as you kind of sit down enjoying a nice mug of ale, you see, of course, Reginald Stanwyck, the very tall, buff, long, kind of curled mustache, forearms as big as his biceps, tall, muscular bartender that runs and owns this establishment. Very gruff individual, but very well kept, very perfectly shaped hair. The mustache is perfectly manicured. red shirt that kind of comes down to the forearm with a kind of like light teal overalls that kind of then terminate into that same kind of pants that go down, gold buttons, very well put together. He's currently polishing a few mugs, and he kind of just is just like doing that. You also, as you kind of sit there and observe around, you see a couple individuals in the corner, white and red robes, just kind of having a drink and kind of like enjoying their own company. As you kind of sit here and enjoy this, they begin to kind of get up and they meander their way out. And at this time, you and Zalir finally have a moment to yourselves as you found here in Nulgrim, there is a ton of people here. The population is very large, and it's oftentimes hard to find a moment to yourselves, with only the audience of Reginald here as your audience. So with that said, Ariok, would you mind describing yourself to the audience?
So Reginald, I'm sorry, Reginald. Ariok, that's me. Ariok is a Goliath. Massive man. Although unlike most Goliaths, he has actually opted to keep his hair instead of shave his head. With time and travel, it's gotten a little thick and shaggy, and he has to keep it back in a bun so it doesn't become a problem. Beard, of course, is growing out as well. His body, though covered in the marks and tattoos of his people, are also adorned by symbols of different people, different lands. He is wearing a very simple hide armor, if any armor at all, and he's got this massive sword. It's almost one piece of metal that kind of waves, with two little places for handholds. It's almost like someone took a giant piece of sharp stone and just made a sword out of it. His disposition seems to be rather happy and excited, and he's doing his best to keep his inside voice inside and quiet, sometimes failing because he is a big man used to big places.
Excellent. And sitting across from you, enjoying her morning breakfast here is Zalir. Would you mind describing yourself to the audience as well?
So Zalir is a Vidalcan, semi-aquatic or formerly aquatic race. She has blue skin, a bald head actually that she keeps covered by her cloak, kind of pointed ears, and a wide nose and full lips, pretty big eyes as well. She's kind of average size for what a human would be, only 5.5 or so feet tall, and she wears a heavy cloak that's more in like this purple color, blue leathers, and keeps all of her weaponry hidden. But across her chest she has a leather strap that holds a flute, and on her side she has several small pouches, one of which is always jangling a little bit with some exotic coins that she collects.
Excellent. As you kind of sit here enjoying your time here, just kind of like taking in the morning, much warmer than you would expect for the area that you're in. Being kind of in the northern part of the Kingdom of Theoba, the normal hardy kind of cold weathers that you usually would be expecting here, as it's kind of gathering your way into the about December now. Very shockingly, no snow, no frigid temperatures. It's actually, right now, it's kind of a balmy 85 degrees, if you can call that balmy. Literally kind of the polar opposite of what you think should be happening right now, in general. It's very, very odd, and especially where you all come from, varying parts of the kind of the world of Alithia here. A little concerning, especially given the fact that it's not normal. And a lot of the folks here, as you've kind of noticed, in addition to not only do they not give you any personal space, you notice that a number of folk are slowly but surely, more and more folk are becoming either poor, destitute, or homeless to an extent. You see a number of hungry people as well, just given the fact that many of the crops that would normally flourish in the fall never really did. The soil kind of dried out here in this region, and as a result, many of the folk here that live here have suffered immensely as a result. And as you kind of continue to enjoy your breakfast, you kind of like have a moment to yourselves to kind of discuss what you all want to do.
Okay, so first things first, yeah? Now that we're here, well, my legs are really tired from all the walking. I don't know if you know these, but my body's not really meant for long bits of cardio. I've really got bad knees, yeah? Secondly, it's just makes everyone bloody hungry here. We should probably get more something to eat, and, it is winter, fall, yeah? Like, did I skip a calendar day? Okay, because it's piss hot. I don't like it, no. Mm-mm.
Yes, I definitely probably could bring my hood down, although not something I typically do. I'm gonna like roll up her sleeves a little bit. So you want to pack up some food and have it like in our pockets.
I suppose so. I don't know what you need it for. I just figured I'd, peck on it a little bit, maybe give some to the people who are hungry. Also, good on you taking your hood off. Letting your skin. Yeah,
the
just
skin,
be yourself. Yeah, let you be yourself, really. It's great to see all of that. I love it. Okay. Do you suppose there is a leader of this town that we can go talk to? Probably give us some answers as to why everything's so, wonky, yeah?
I would imagine so. Perhaps we ask, was it Reginald or Roderick?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, Reginald. I'm going to give him a nickname. I hope he likes it. I think it fits him. I think he's going to like it. Yeah.
I'm sure he'll love it. He'll love it. I'm gonna cover her hood back up. I'll let you do the talking.
Oh, it's a shame when you put your hood up. But I get it. You gotta feel comfortable. All right. He slams his hands on the table and, kind of pushes himself off. He swaggers with his massive Goliath frame over to Reginald. Puts one big elbow down, eyebrow up, looks him right in the eye, goes, "You there? I'd like to be your friend. I'm gonna give you a nickname. Strong Stash, or Stash for short. Do you like it? Do you want to be friends?"
Stash.
Yeah, for short.
I mean, I do quite like that. Although Reginald is a very strong, regal name as well. Stash. Maybe I could grow to like it, I don't know.
Yeah.
But, you didn't just come all the way over here to give me a nickname. Do you need more ale, or are you looking for something more to eat? We've got some more of that, that really fancy cheese that we've been serving you all this morning, and along with obviously the deluxe continental, which of course is steak and eggs, only the finest fillets, of course here. But is that what you're looking for, or was just to give me a name?
Oh, so sorry. I have bad communication skills. No, first of all, the cheese is delicious. Gives me the farts. Number one. Number two.
Beautiful.
It's a great nickname, Reggie. Sorry, I'll work on a better one. But no, actually, we're here to talk about your leader. Is this someone who runs this town? As people seem to be hungry in the streets, and it's quite piss warm for something that's supposed to be cold. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a little weird. Hasn't really affected us. Upper Nogrum folk here. We get a lot of our things imported, luckily, down from the capital. It's strange, though. I can see that for a lot of the farming types in the area, it'd probably be a pretty bad thing. I mean, the Duke here, is kind of the the ruler of this portion of the kingdom. He's kind of like the impromptu kind of like leader of this region. You could think about talking to him, but it might be kind of difficult. He's usually pretty secluded. He's got a couple of advisors, though, you could think about talking to. He's got that, what's his name there? Sir Degger Malenza. He's the commerce advisor in over there. There's also Lady Kitenvesk. She's the advisor to the Duke. Could be worth talking to her. Yeah, no, it is puzzling. I will give you that. I haven't really thought much about it. To be honest, it hasn't really affected my day to day.
Oh, that's I understand. Everybody's a little different, but there's a Duke here. I think we're good then. Oh, I do like Dukes. They're like kings, but less headwear. Yeah. Oh, great. Now listen. For me, I mean, the joys in the journey. But for my friend, you see that lovely person what's wearing the hood? They might prefer gold compensation. Do you think maybe they might acquiesce to her requests?
I mean, the dukedom has been known to give out compensation for good service to the realm. There was a recent group that frequented around here. I think even the son, the Duke's son, was a part of them for a little while. Can't remember what they called themselves or if they even had a name. Interesting folk. One of them, there was a tiefling in one of them, which, that's a whole other bag of worms. I haven't seen one of those in a very long time. And there was also like a dragonborn. Again, not very common around here, but I mean, effective, clearly. They did a very good job and a good number on the Durgar when they were coming through here, just rampaging around the countryside. Did a very good job of kind of being the point of the military, kind of making a lot of the decisions, helping out the dukedom itself. I know they've been compensated pretty well. They seem to throw their money around pretty willy-nilly when they get the option to. But to be perfectly honest, I guess that's my roundabout way of saying, of course, you do good things, you get compensated. It's
Of course.
It's kind of, capitalism at its finest, if you say.
Oh, right.
You do your labor, you get paid for it.
Well, if you're lucky. That being said, sorry, sometimes the mountains call to me when I'm not on them, and I go to the mountains, and then I come back, and I've missed something. What was the name of that group that the Duke's boy is in?
To be perfectly honest, I don't even know if they ever had a name. They just, it was just, they had kind of a folk name of, what was it, Timmick and the Murder Boys or something weird like that. But that didn't go over very well. But I know, there was, like I said, they were very obvious. If you ask them about that particular group, they would know exactly who you're talking about. Like I said, there's a Dragonborn, there's a Tiefling, there was a, sorceress type that joined them later on after the Duke's son kind of took up a little bit more station in some of the more financial means of the estate or of the kingdom here. And then there was that drow. Feisty one, that one, from all accounts.
Ooh, feisty drow. Yeah, right. Don't know what that means.
I was thinking, yes.
Yeah.
A feisty drow.
Oh, do you know what a feisty drow is? I don't know what a feisty drow is. Do you know?
Oh, sorry. Dark elf, and by feisty I mean she just, from all accounts, she's a real, strong-willed and quick to drink.
Oh, okay, yeah. That sounds scary. Well, we will cross that bridge when we get to it. In the meantime, Zaleri, the Duke's got money. This world needs some helping. You want to go? We could call a financial adventure.
I think that's a perfect idea, actually.
Awesome. Great. Oh, I didn't. Did you want to ask Mr. Stash anything before I go? That's his new nickname, the Stash. And I think it's a great one.
Reginald Sash, does that group often frequent here? Have you seen them recently?
I mean, they oftentimes will go by this establishment, and I would attempt to purvey service to them because I've heard of their willingness to spend coin in the other establishments in town. They typically head on over to the Tricky Ingot down in the Middle District. That's where they most of the time frequented. They had some sort of affinity, I think, with maybe the bartender there. Jessen's a good guy. I know him personally. Runs a pretty good show there. Pretty good business in general. But yeah, I can't. I sure have tried. They seem to just continue to walk by and give me no notice.
Well, they don't know what they're missing.
Right, exactly. That's what I've been saying. And besides, I've got better food than Jessen does. That's for dang sure.
Boy, the cheese gave me the farts, but the steak and eggs was truly a good steak and a good egg. I really appreciated that.
Only the finest cuts for my customers.
Yeah. So, Reggie, the Stash, it was absolutely a pleasure meeting you. Excuse me, I must go and meet you with your Duke. Zalairi, would you want me to carry you this time, or do you want to carry me? Is it my turn yet?
I think this time I'll walk just to. I feel a little exposed and drawn attention to with just my.
Would you like my
skin color in this environment? So.
Well, if you'd like my cloak because you called, you're more than happy to have it. It's yours until you need it. And I think you are a lovely shade of blue, like the sky, and I hope that you feel safe in the sky. Until then, I pop some toodles, Reggie. We're gonna go.
All right, sounds good. We're gonna pause here and go back over to Twyla. After reading through some of the books here for a good portion of time, the Conquerors of the Betrow is actually a what appears to almost be a folk tale. It seems like almost like a propaganda piece about the Betrow family, natives to Kildrenoth. There actually are mentions of the Lamont family as well. Know that information as much as you need it. As Juliet Lamont continues to look over at the Tome of the Burning Fire, not really quite paying much attention to your reaction to this, but you basically, as you're kind of reading through this tome, you learn that the Betrow, as well as sorry, my hand was behind my face. Within come on, go to the thing. Within Consort of House Deneau, did a particularly kind of teamed up in order to take down House Vinay, which was one of the top houses within the city of Kildrenoth. This particular Drow society, unlike some of the more positive ones that you've met in your travels prior to meeting up with Juliet, is of the opposite. Much more of the more cutthroat kind of levels of houses and continuing competition type of Drow society. One house trying to overtake the other in order to gain position, continuously in kind of this battle to appease the goddess that they worship, and kind of keeping within that kind of hierarchy. You learn that House Deneau and House Betrow work together in order to take down House Vinay. And as such, House Lamont happen to also move up in station as well with the elimination of this particular house. The battles that are described in it are extremely, extremely grotesque and over the top and kind of appalling at the same time, and very almost kind of feels like a propaganda piece a little bit. Like some of the details that it goes into are hard to be believed. The talks of spider-like humanoids and these strange purple worms that are domesticated and used in battle against other houses, and it seems too flamboyant's not the word, too unrealistic to be true. But you've heard of stranger things being true.
Conclusion, this is really dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Julian, how's that going?
I don't know. It's just a bunch of stuff about this belief in the this stuff about this flame consuming the world. I don't really. I mean, maybe it has something to do with what we're talking about here. Maybe it doesn't. And as soon as she says that, you hear from the city streets. Suddenly, chaos erupts from just outside the doors of this library. As you hear, yep. She's like, "We gotta go. We've got to go. Yeah, let's go." You both begin to rush out in the street. As you do, you see numerous of these small, kind of almost like fire-like creatures, big, wide smiles with sharp teeth, but everything they touch begins to catch fire and turn into burning flame. You also see what looks to be a giant torrent of orange red destruction continuing to move through the town. You see many people kind of clearing out, running away as you kind of run out into this plaza square. I need you to roll initiative.
Juliet, did you summon something?
No, the fuck is or what the hell is this? There we go. And we gotta do one of these. There we go. So as you begin to kind of get yourself ready for this combat, you see the people have all kind of like cleared out of this space, and these small creatures, again, these wide, almost like sickening smiles as they kind of come at you. They're kind of like, as they all like everything begins to catch fire. Juliet summons her blade, ready for this onslaught. As the rest of the dice come in.
I believe you. You didn't summon anything.
That being said, why isn't this syncing together? This is gonna be a hard thing to fix. All right, well, there we go. Lag. Gotta love it. All right, so first things first, one of these creatures kind of seeing you as you kind of come around the corner, runs up straight at you and goes in for a strike. If I can get everything to do what I want it to do. So it runs up to you, targeting you. There we go. The first thing it's going to do is it's going to go ahead and make a touch attack as it goes to try to grab onto you. It's like, and you see as it kind of walks up to you, it's almost like dripping lava. It kind of like slaws off of it like molasses as it kind of comes out for the strike. It's just like, so that's going to be a touch attack against you. That is going to be a 9, which is going to miss you. As a bonus action, it is then going to just burst into a torrent of fire and flames. It just and it's going to use its ignited illumination as a bonus action. It is ablaze and is shedding bright light. It is just on fire, and it just kind of like. That's gonna end its turn. That's gonna bring us to Juliet. Juliet, already packed weapon out, is going to come around the corner. Go ahead and target this thing, and is just going to immediately go for a strike. Trying to decide if she's gonna do anything funky. Nope, she's just gonna go straight for a strike. She does have advantage because of the flanking. That is going to be a 19 to hit. It does hit, dealing 9 points of damage as she just comes through, packed weapon in hand. The sanguine packed weapon comes out, the lick of blood that kind of flies off of it as she strikes it true. This creature, it looks like it's having a really hard time kind of keeping itself together as some of the lava just begins to slaw off of it. She gets a second attack, if I'm not mistaken, because she has multi-attack. Wherever the heck it is, it's in here somewhere.
Kill it, Juliet, you can do it.
I know she does. So she's going to go ahead and make her second strike. Supposed to be at advantage, but that's 21, so it's still going to hit. That's going to deal 15 points of damage to this creature. As the creature, she goes ahead and stabs through. It's just like... It explodes in a death burst. Both of you are going to have to make dexterity saving throws.
Ouch.
So go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, okay.
That is going to be 21 for Juliet. All right, and 13. So luckily, you only take half damage. So as a result, you only take 4 points of damage, which I'll take care of it for you.
Oh, that burned.
Yeah, as it just explodes out in a torrent of lava and fire. It's just... you see some of the areas around you begin to catch fire. The building to the left of you actually begins to come up in flames as they start to lick up to the side. They do quickly kind of extinguish as this creature doesn't really completely catch fire onto the building because it's mostly stone here in Nulgrim, luckily for you. Ending her turn, that is going to bring us to another one of these creatures. It is going to run up to her and go for a touch attack as well. That is going to be an 11. That is going to miss Juliet. That's going to bring us to you, Twyla. What are you doing?
I want to attack with a firebolt, the cantrip, but I'm going to use one sorcery point to transmute it to a cold attack.
Okay.
So let's go.
All right. And which one are you attacking?
So I think the closest one I will have disadvantage because I feel like it's really close. I'm not sure.
No, you're actually you actually have some distance on the creature, so you're fine.
So, well then I can attack that one then.
All right.
Okay, so was a 17 to hit?
Yeah, it hits, dealing 14 fire damage as it also...
Cold damage.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. It also explodes in a death burst as well. Juliet will have to make a save. So dexterity saving throw. You do not have to, actually. You're not within 5. Actually, no, you do. You're within 10 feet of it.
Thank you.
Sorry. She takes 4 points of fire damage as this thing... you also fail, taking 4 points of fire damage. Luckily, it did not explode with the same ferocity as the other one, as it just disperses.
Not fair.
It doesn't feel fair, does it? That's going to bring us to another one of these creatures. It's going to... same thing. Run up to Juliet. Go for another touch attack. That is going to hit. That is going to be a 23. Dealing 10 points of fire damage to her. In addition, she is now on fire. So she will take damage at the end of each of her turns unless she takes an action to put the flames out. That is going to end that creature's turn. That brings us to the elemental. The elemental in its fire form, or in its form, will go ahead and move, if I can get my mouse to cooperate, down to you all to attack Juliet as well. It has multi-attack, so it will make 2 touch attacks. That is going to be a 19, which is going to hit Juliet, dealing 17 points of fire damage. It is then going to make 1 more. 17 also hits Juliet for another 15 points of fire damage, as she is just getting blown up with all of this with this fire and flame. She catches fire again. If she could become even more on fire, that D6 now becomes a D10 because she's on fire from this fire elemental. That is going to end its turn. That is going to bring us back to Juliet. Juliet just kind of like upset, angry, is just like she is going to go ahead and
Roll, Juliet, roll on the floor.
stop, drop, and roll. She is going to go ahead and cast a spell. Very specific, right? She's going to go ahead and cast Thunder Wave. And she's going to cast it at 2nd level. Actually, no, she's going to use a pact slot to cast it at 4th level.
She would.
Yep, she would. She is going to get these things the heck away from her. Saving throws coming through. Both creatures fail miserably, taking 20 points of thunder damage as she just goes ahead and she goes, nope, and pushing the creatures back 10 feet. This one cannot move back 10 feet. I want to say that actually, technically,
He bounces.
he bounces, yeah. So I'm gonna say he bounces and takes an extra D6 damage because he can't move. For 1 more point of damage. But that does kill this creature and pushes it 10 feet away. So as it explodes, it also does no damage to her. That is gonna bring us back to you, Twyla.
So I want to cast magic missile, and I'm going to up it to 6. I'm gonna use it in 6th level. That's gonna be 8 magic missiles.
That's gonna be 8 bolts, yeah.
I don't find it. Okay, here it is. I'm gonna cast it at 6th, and I'm going to cast a spell. And it's going to be normal. And that was a 4. Do you want me to roll 8 times?
I do. So just put in 7d4,
Okay.
and then I'll add 7. Because I know where they're all going. I think. All right, so 27,
20.
so 32. So 32 points of damage to this creature as you're just like... as the creature just... taking all this damage, but it's still... It looks injured, but it's just like... as this continuing torrent of fire and flame. Oh, which, by the way, I forgot to do Juliet's fire damage from before. She does take 5 points of fire damage at the end of her turn. That was your action?
Is there water nearby that I can see?
Perception check.
Oh, okay.
Actually, no, there isn't. I don't even need a perception. I mean, you got rolled a 9, but still, no. There is no water in the vicinity currently quite close to you right now. Right now, it is just you and Juliet and this fire elemental in the street here.
So for shape water, I need water, right? I can't create it to turn off Juliet's fire as a bonus action with Quicken spell?
That's a good idea, but that's correct. You do need a source of water in order to shape it.
I tried, Juliet, I'm sorry.
You might have some... I mean, if you want to quicken a spell to take this thing out, you can try.
Well, let's make a quicken spell, and I'm going to use Mind Slaver.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Whatever you want to do.
And I'm gonna roll for that, but I think I
Okay.
need to roll
It needs to make a, I want to say, intelligence saving throw. That is a 2, so it is going to fail. Actually, it's a 0. 2 minus 2. It's a 0. It doesn't have any intelligence. So that's 9 points of psychic damage, and then I believe, doesn't Mind Sliver also do something?
Yes, it's, I'll tell you.
Yeah, it does a thing. 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes before the end of your turn. It must. Oh wait.
It takes it. Let me check it out.
And then subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes before the end of your next turn. Okay. So I will take that and keep that in mind. All right. Ending your turn brings us back to the elemental. For the sakes of this, it is in Juliet's space, or it wasn't in Juliet's space. It's back in Juliet's space again. So it does enter there, dealing its extra D10 of fire damage as it moves in. So that's going to be 7 points of damage. It is then going to make 2 slam attacks on Juliet. Or 2 touch attacks, excuse me. First one is going to be a 15. That's going to miss. Second one is going to be an 8. And that also misses as the creature just kind of enters the space, but it cannot seem to slam into Juliet, even though it's on top of her. The fail of the illusion. It brings us back to Juliet. Juliet is going to... she's going to leave the creature's space and get out of there. And she's going to target the creature and just go for 2 attacks. It's like that's what she's got right now. 18 is going to hit. That is going to cause the elemental to take 13 points of fire damage, but as a result, Juliet also takes 2 more points of fire damage as she strikes the creature with a melee weapon attack. She is then going to use her second attack. That is going to hit, and that is going to take care of this as she just goes ahead and takes out her sword and just slices into the middle of this thing, hitting like kind of the concentrated energy of this thing as it just kind of disperses into air. You continue to hear a number of off in the distance. Juliet takes an action as you guys are running to put out the fire on herself, and she's just like, "We gotta go."
Oh, okay. And I try to pat her down, like, the fire, while I keep running with her.
Yeah. She will also, on her way, cast Cure Wounds on herself.
Dolly, are you okay? Stay here.
So she's gonna hear us. Oh, that's brutal. 15 points of healing. That brings her up to. She looks like she's at half health. Let
me cure her too. I'm gonna use Cure Wounds if I see her, like,
okay,
while we are running, if I can.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a 9.
Okay. Another 9 points of healing. I do love that Ashley is like kiting her character from beyond in the abyss. But you continue to kind of rush forward, moving on, following the sounds of the cries and the kind of the sounds of this cacophony of more explosions that are happening.
This sounds horrible. Oh my god.
Zalir. Ariok, you suddenly hear right next to where you are. You immediately just kind of like completely surprised. What do you do?
I am going to have Ariok kind of draw his sword, his great sword, and kind of get into a low ready stance, kind of assessing the situation, trying to figure out what's going on. And doing so, I kind of open up to Zaliria and I say, "All right, sounds of violence. Are you okay? Do you sense anything any danger?"
So I'm gonna take out my 2 daggers, hold them in her hands, and like also duck down a little bit, and then listen, and try to focus to see which direction things are coming from specifically.
You hear another as a numerous cacophony of explosions and mobs just running from just outside the door of the establishment that you were in.
All right, so we need to get them to safety. I'm gonna break out, go on crowd control. I'm gonna leave you to the rest. I'll love to see you work.
All right, here we go.
All right, on my mark, 3, 2, 1, and I just shove the door open and run into the city streets.
Okay.
Follows.
All right, as you kind of run in and follow into the city streets, you see a number of these small, kind of humanoid, fire-looking little creatures just kind of, and they're chasing everybody out and around. The cathedral that was just next door to you all, this cathedral temple to Urban, is just completely in flame as you come out and around the corner. Once Foundry is nice to me, I will show it to you. But as you're kind of continuing to do this, you see there's a number of these creatures. You also see a couple of individuals kind of running towards this kind of violence. You see a human female with kind of shoulder-cut brown hair, purple eyes. You also see a gray-skinned, dark-haired looking drow just kind of running straight towards this entire cacophony of what's going on.
Valeria's gonna think to herself, feisty drow.
Yeah, for sure, Ariok is going to literally point with his whole arm and go, Zaluri! I found the Fausty Drow. I found him. We're close. All right.
As you all kind of rush in here, getting ready to take this on, you see in the back, one of those individuals with the white and red robes just kind of coming out, just goes, "The Lord of the Flames shall bathe us all in his cleansing breath." And he is going to go ahead and cast Fire Shield on himself. Ignore all that stuff, and ignore all that. But he goes ahead, and you see these wisps of flame and fire just kind of circle around him, creating this kind of like almost like fire barrier around him, shedding light all around him. Which, I mean, it's the middle of the day. The heat that you already felt from the sun and everything, kind of this warming, this 85-degree temperatures intensifies to the almost 110 degrees as this red hot fire just begins to radiate out from him. And then he kind of goes, "Go, avatars of flame! Cleanse the world of its evil." That is going to end its turn. Zalir, it is your go.
Ooh, okay. So she is going to take out her. Well, one of her daggers is the dagger of returning. She's going to go ahead and try to use her. Gonna run to the side of the temple here.
Yep.
And try to hide, if at all possible, like get out of the way.
Yeah. So with your cunning action, you're gonna try and hide. Yeah. Go ahead and give me a stealth check. Sure. You absolutely can do that. That's what rogues do. That is, I mean,
Well.
Am I reading that wrong? I'm like, what? Yeah, okay. You try to hide. You feel really hidden. You feel so hidden.
Feel really hidden. And
you feel
then
really,
she's going
you feel
to,
really, really hidden, honestly.
She's gonna try to throw a dagger at this guy there. The priest.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack roll. To target the creature, so you can go ahead and drag and drop your character. But then to target the creature, all you have to do is go hover over it with your mouse and press T on your keyboard, and it'll automatically calculate the hit and everything. as well as damage after you click the attack button.
All right. Whoops. Is this
Let's
rolling
say-
automatically?
Yeah. You rolled the wrong dagger, but that's okay. But the dagger returning basically functions the same way. So your you hit.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
I have a lot of automation in this, so I apologize in
Okay.
advance.
Yeah, I'm used to doing it manually. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I've got a lot of automation, so it'll automatically see if it hits and it'll apply the damage. So as you go ahead and fire out your dagger, it goes ahead and hits the side of this priest, and he's just like,
If I'm hidden, do I get advantage?
if you're hidden, you do get advantage. So go ahead and roll one more time.
Okay.
You also get sneak attack.
Actually, I technically rolled twice by accident, so there's that, and so I guess I'll just roll the sneak
Yeah,
attack.
just roll your sneak attack. Yeah,
All right.
and because
roll
you're still targeting him, it'll do the damage automatically. So that's 19 points, or it should. Apparently it did not because I've got too many automations in this one. 19 points of sneak attack damage as you go ahead and fire your dagger. And it's just like... Cleanse her of her sins!
She's gonna, I only moved maybe 10 feet, like, go back, like,
Yeah.
another 10 feet behind where you can't really see at the moment, but
Like back here.
yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yep, absolutely. That is going to bring us to one of these creatures' turns. It cannot really get to anybody, but it is just going to kind of come over here and just start lighting this area on fire over here as it continues to kind of enjoy its reign of terror here. That is going to end its turn. That's going to bring us to one of the ones that's closer to you. This creature is going to just beeline it right... Whoa. Oh, I know what happened. Get out of here. Oh, that did a thing. It is going to just run over here and go ahead and try to attack you, Mr. Goliath, with a touch attack.
All right.
That is going to be a 10. That is going to miss. That is going to bring us to you, Ariok. It comes out to kind of like, and it goes to kind of come at you, and you just kind of like with your, I believe you have a glaive, is that right?
It's a great sword, but it's all one
yeah.
piece.
Yeah, with your great sword, you're just like, and you just kind of like shield yourself away from it. It's like, as it kind of like is ravenously trying to come after you. It is your go.
All right. So I'm going to provoke the attack of opportunity, but I don't care. Make my day, buddy. I'm going to move Ariok from here to here. Hold on, let me move the token.
Yeah. So right now you're on the measurement tool, I think. So if you're highlighting the token controls, the little person on the top left-hand corner, there is a square to the right that looks like a 4-pointed square. Yeah, click on that, and then you can drag and drop your token.
Okay. So I clicked on it. Seems to want to. What's the word? Oh, wait. Nope. It looks like it wants to like encapsulate everything.
Oh,
like
you're on the other measurement tool. Okay. So go all the way to the left. Do you see there's a little person at the top left-hand corner?
Yeah, the token controls. Yeah.
Yeah. Click on that one, and then immediately to the right, the one that says after you highlight, it'll say select tokens. Click on that one.
Okay.
And then hover on your character, click on it, and drag it. Oh wait, you know why? Hold on. I know exactly why this is happening.
Ooh.
So give me one moment.
Sure thing.
All right, you should be able to move him now.
There we go. Heck yeah. All right, so I'm gonna use my 25 feet to go here, putting my back to the fountain. With bonus action, I want to use my Channel Divinity ability, which, oh gosh, I'm getting the actual name of it, but basically allows me to take every creature that I can see within 30 feet and challenge them all to a duel.
The champion challenge, yeah. Bonus action, you should challenge two creatures. Each creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you must make a wisdom saving throw. On a fail, they cannot willingly move more than 30 feet away from you, and this effect ends if a creature is incapacitated or dies. or is more than 30 feet away from you. Everything's within 30 feet of you, so they are all gonna have to make wisdom saving throws.
Mm-hmm. I believe the beat is 16.
All right. I will denote which ones fail with this little plus sign with the arrows going down. That one fails. Fire Elemental succeeds. This Magman succeeds. Disciple of the Faith. What did you say the DC was?
16.
Oh, 16? He succeeds. This guy here fails. And the last one also fails.
Great.
So now, you go ahead and you kind of like go ahead and aggro everything as you try to how do you describe your channel divinity here?
So with my sword out, I run to the fountain and I lift up high this holy symbol of a lion with a crown, and I draw a line in the city square right on the stones, and I say, "By the name of the lion who gives his life for his cubs, I did not vote for you. Stand on this line and be counted. Cross it and die. There is no choice." And I raise my sword high.
Excellent. Yeah, you go ahead and do that, and as you see the kind of licking, kind of almost flame that kind of like comes across as you kind of draw that line in the sand, 3 of these magmas are just like, all right, so that was your channel divinity, which I do believe is an action. Bonus action on your turn.
Yes, sir. With my bonus action, after I do my whole speech, I slam my sword on that line and I activate my rage. So rage is a bonus action, I believe, and that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. Yes, rage is a bonus action. Boom. And if this macro works correctly, Ariaki King God is raging. Excellent. That is going to bring us to Twyla. Twyla, you kind of run in. You see these kind of 2 individuals, this Goliath with kind of long hair and what looks to be this kind of like shifty figure in the corner kind of go ahead and throw a dagger while it goes and hides around the corner. All kind of taking on these creatures at the same time. What do you do? You're on mute.
I'm watching these new people and I'm like, Julia, beware, there's some people helping, so thanks for that. And I'm gonna cast Tasha's Mind Whip on the summoner.
Okay.
Or the red and white.
The Disciple of the Flame, yes.
Yes. And that's an intelligence saving throw.
All right.
So let me find that spell.
That is gonna be an 18.
That means he saved. So I think it gets only half damage. Let me double check.
Which one was that? Mind Sliver?
Tasha's Mind Whip.
Oh, Mind Whip. Takes half damage. Yep, takes half of 3d6. So go ahead.
It takes all 3d6 damage, I think, but it doesn't have the.
On a successful save, the target takes half as much damage and suffers none of the spell's other effects.
Tasha's Mind Whip?
Yeah. So half damage of 10, so that's going to be 5 points of damage to this guy.
So that's 5, okay. And I'm gonna use one quicken.
Okay.
2 quicken points, and I'm gonna use a Word of Radiance, which is the cantrip, and I'm gonna direct it at the same disciple.
Okay.
So let me find this. Where is it? Here. And I think it's. Oh, so that's an area.
Yeah, it's an area of effect spell. Yeah, so Word of Radiance covers.
Here it's.
Yeah. Con save on that one. Con save on that one, and con save on that one. A bunch of whiffs. A 7, a 5, and an 18. So they all take your 7 radiant damage from your Word of Radiance as you just go ahead and this kind of like glowing yellow kind of pulsating energy begins to swirl, and as these creatures are just like they kind of try to shield themselves from it unsuccessfully. Anything else on your turn?
I'm just gonna move a little bit away from Juliet, so I'm gonna stay around here.
Good call.
Careful, Juliet!
All right.
That's all.
That is gonna bring us to Juliet. Juliet is going to go ahead and put her fingers into the ground and dig in the dirt. Just kidding. Yeah, no, she is going to go ahead and as a bonus action go ahead and does she wait, she does not have Hex, that's right. I remember that now. She is going to go ahead and use yeah, she's going to go ahead and use her she's going to go ahead and use her Hexblade's Curse. And she's going to cast it on that same individual down here. So this guy, for all intents and purposes, is cursed with her Hexblade's Curse. So she goes ahead and points him out. She is then going to target him with her Eldritch Blast. That's going to be a natural 20. So that is going to deal 13 points of damage, plus another 11 points of damage from the Hexblade's Curse, plus... Oh, no, that's it. It's you crit on a 19 or 20 with your Hexblade's Curse. So she just goes ahead and fires out that first Eldritch Blast, and it just wreaks havoc on that guy. And she is then going to... She's got more bolts of it, so she's going to go ahead and do it again. Another Eldritch Blast, the same guy. That is going to be a 16. That is also going to hit for 9 points of damage. Plus, it looks like the bonus to damage is on... Oh, equals your proficiency bonus. My bad. I was reading the wrong thing. So proficiency bonus is 4. I gave way too much on that first one. So that was 4. I gave her so another 4. So he's got 3 left. Minus 3. But that hurts. And then one more Eldritch Blast because she's got 3 beams now at level. Wait. Yeah, she does. At level 11, she gets 3 of them, and that one's gonna miss though. That's gonna be a 10. But still, good turn overall. That is going to bring us to this fire elemental. This fire elemental is going to enter your space, Ariok. So you immediately take 1d10 of damage.
Okay.
For 1 point of damage, which I will take care of for you. It is then going to target you with its touch attack. That is going to be a 23 to hit. So that is going to deal 15 points of fire damage. It thinks it's supposed to be halved, but it's not, so I've got to add an extra 8 on there. Because it thinks that everything is halved for some reason. It is then going to make another touch attack against you. That is going to be a natural 1, as it goes ahead and tries to swing at you. It actually, somehow, a fire elemental stumbles, and it ends up in the water over here. It is going to take 8 points of damage from falling into the water. Just all of a sudden, this like this gout of steam just as this creature's like, if a fire elemental could roar. That is going to end its turn. Brings us to one of these magments. This magment is not affected by your thing, but it's going to come at you anyway. Because you just jumped right into it. 15 is going to miss you. Brings us to another one of these. This one is charmed-ish. Feral. It's not smart enough to know how flanking, but flanking while you're in this thing's space is gonna be weird. It's a big creature. Yeah, it's gonna get it this time. So it is gonna attack at advantage. That is gonna be an 18, which is going to hit for 11 points of fire damage. Let me just double check and see if it's actually doing what I think it's doing. Yeah, it is doing. It is having everything, so I gotta take out another 6. The macro's not that good. And then that's gonna end its turn. That is gonna bring us back to this Disciple of Flame. He goes ahead, stepping forward now with this fire shield up. He goes ahead and with his action is going to go ahead and cast Fireball. You see he kind of comes out, getting ready to crosses his hands and just he points. Juliet is going to try and counterspell.
She would.
If I can do what I want to do. Counterspell. She would if she had any pack slots left. Oops. That's my bad. Fire Elemental's immune. I don't know why it's asking me to take the saving throw, but... so it should be requesting saving throws from you all.
Interesting, okay. I get advantage, I think, as part of the Barbarian thing that I have.
Range.
Okay. I mean, you make the save, so that's good.
No, that's fine.
It doesn't... Oh, wait. Oh, it's because Juliet's not here. There we go. Juliet rolled a natural 1, of course.
Oh, no.
Okay, good. It did do the thing right. So that's going to be 27 points of damage to everybody except for... Wait, are you... You're not, like... You don't have resistance to fire damage, right?
Me? I have it with my rage, yeah.
Oh, you do? Oh, I've been, like, taking off extra damage on you, and you haven't said anything.
You said it was already taking half off. I thought that was... I don't know.
It was taking half off, but I didn't realize that you had I didn't realize you were a totem barbarian for a second there. So I'll give you back 11 more. So you're at 138. All right.
Yeah, and when I rage, I'm immune to cold, but that's about it. Everything else I have resistance against.
Okay. He goes ahead and does that, and he ducks. Oops, I'm on the measurement tool. He goes ahead and does that, and ducks into the temple.
All right.
Juliet, are you okay?
Just kill him.
That guy's getting burned to death. We need to help.
Ignore all that dice. Ignore all that dice.
Yell at
I got
Ariok's name.
scared.
Oh, okay.
It's because I'm trying to do something. 20. It's because I had to move him on to a different scene. That is going to bring us to Zalir.
All right. So she's going to step out from. Actually, she is going to whisper, almost doing two things at once in like rapid succession. Whisper to retrieve her dagger of returning. I meant to use that one. So the dagger will just kind of.
Well, you couldn't last time anyway because you hid before, so now you are able to bonus action bring that back to yourself.
And then right after, she is going to cast invisibility on herself.
I love it. That's great.
And then run out. Let's see. Run past these guys. Is it okay? And invisible to get close to her buddy there.
Yep.
And that's all I can do. So
That's okay. That's still something. That is going to bring us to this guy. Now that he is forced to, or feels compelled, he's going to run after you, sir. And he's going to go ahead and make a touch attack. Ariok, that is going to be a 20 to hit. That is going to deal 12 points of damage, half because you're raging, so it only ends up being 6. Half because you're raging because you're resistant to fire damage. Did not realize that. Brings us to this one. It is going to... It's compelled to go against you, so it's just going to... Yeah, it's just going to do its thing. Advantage on the strike. That is going to be terrible. A 9 to hit, which is not going to hit you. Ariok, it is your turn. You are on fire. Literally.
All right. So now I'm going to target rich environment. I'm going to turn to the big guy behind me, and I'm going to use my action to attack him.
Excellent.
Mind if I just roll my die right here? Do you want me to use the system? I'm not sure.
You can roll your die. Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
We'll figure it out.
Okay. So die face was 17. The total be 27 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. I just, you have to ask sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so...
Does a 35 hit? No.
Oh, okay. I just thought I'd ask. That is going to be a total of 8 damage with my first swing.
Sorry, say that one more time.
8 damage with my first
damage.
swing.
Even with your rage damage and everything?
Oh, no, I totally forgot. That's 10 damage. Thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome.
And let's see. This is my second hit. Let's see if we can get a smite on this one. Well, maybe not. This will be a 14 to hit this time.
14 still hits. Did you also add your +1 for your sword?
It should already be in that math. Let me see here.
No, I meant your +1 for your damage on your sword.
Oh, yeah, it's already factored in.
Okay.
So you know what? I'm just gonna put a smite on this anyway, just to rush this across. So a level 1 smite would be 2d8.
Okay.
Is he a fiend at all? I don't think he is.
No, he is elemental.
Okay. Cool. Quick little d6 here. Excellent. There we go. All right. So I'm going to swing with my greatsword. All right. That's going to be 10, 17, 20, 26 damage.
Is that with your rage damage as well?
No, thank you. I'm so bad at that. 28.
28 points of damage as you just kind of come through. And how do you describe this kind of strike? Because you're coming in with your divine smite on this one.
So after drawing the line on the ground and kind of raising my sword in a high guard, so I'm protected by this one-piece blade, I see the fire elemental fall behind me, and I just turn and whip around and I shout, "By the breath of Westermere!" And I swing, and as I swing, you hear a lion roar as my blade starts to glow golden white light, and I slam the blade into him and through him as the lion roars.
Yeah, you all can kind of see this. Even Zalir, even though you're invisible, you see this close up. You're used to this. This is everyday hack for this guy. But Julia and Twilight, you are all just kind of like in amazement seeing this like hulking Goliath with this like one-piece sword just kind of, and you see this like large lion just kind of like pierce through this creature. Great, that's an attack. That's 2 attacks. Anything else on your turn?
2 attacks, bonus for the smite, I believe, and
no, smite is part of the attack. So you have a bonus action left.
It's the spells that do that. Bonus action. I think I'm going to move into the fountain.
Okay.
Take a step back into the fountain because the big guy's dead, right?
Nope, big guy's still alive.
Oh, heck, if he's still alive in that case.
You cannot go into the fountain.
I can't though. Ooh, okay.
Because he's technically like here.
Under the water.
Yeah. I don't think I can use lay on hands with a bonus action. Yeah, I'm just going to continue to stare at the big guy. turning my back on the little ones, and that's gonna end my turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn, you take 10 points of fire damage, halved to 5 because you're raging. All right. Twyla.
Okay, so when I look at Julia, does she looks like wounded or terrible?
She looks like she's at like 28%.
So I'm gonna.
She has like 95 hit points. It's just like, yeah, she's like 28%.
I'm sorry because I'm gonna disobey you and I'm gonna use polymorph and I'm gonna turn her on a T-Rex. Do not die on me, okay? And
Interesting, because she was literally going to do something along those lines. All right. So polymorph into T-Rex.
and I want to form a bond with the big guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Aw.
tell him telepathically. I'm sorry, I want to say big guy. That's a bad. That's taken already. Sorry. With the raging warrior there, and I'm gonna tell him. Okay, so hi. I am a little bit low in magic, so next time, do you want me to cure you or to make you more energetic so you can fight better?
You can hear this. You hear this in your mind as she's kind of communicating telepathically to you.
Westimate? No, it's not. Oh, hello, voice in my head. I would like to be more energetic, I suppose. Please keep yourself at a safe distance. The liver guard is here to make sure that you have a happy day.
Yeah, and I'll just say, oh, got it. And I am going to stay here.
All right.
That's my turn.
All right. Excellent. T-Rex Juliet. This is a common theme. This is what they do. This is how they fight things. Is going to, the tokens are just completely confused. She is going to go ahead and attack this thing.
Stop it.
Oh yeah. She's got multi-attack. She's going with bite in the tail. And she's gonna move here, so it kind of makes flanking. Sure. Because she's smart enough to do that. That is going to be horror. Oh, does it still hit? Yeah, it still hits. 51 points of damage.
Oh.
As she just like, you see this like kind of fire and flame just kind of like enter into the T-Rex. I was like, and it's just like, all of a sudden it just kind of dissipates, and she's like, yeah, that thing's dead. She technically takes 6 points of fire damage, but she don't care. She moves forward to attack this one and to attack it with her tail. 18's gonna hit for 24 points of damage, and she just like, and this thing explodes. So everybody within 10 feet of her, 10 feet of this creature has to make a dexterity saving throw. So that includes you, Ariok.
All right.
The T-Rex fails.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. So that's 8 points of damage to her. Not 89.
Don't die, Juliet. I thought you were going to survive.
She still is a T-Rex. She's got plenty of hit points. I know, Twilight, you panic a lot. Dexterity saving throw from you.
Yep. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, so you take half of 8, which is halved again to 2.
No, I take 4. I take 4 damage. Right? Half of 8 is 4.
You made the save.
Yeah.
It's fire damage. Half of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
1-8.
I built this boy to take his lickings.
She's gonna move the rest of her movement there, and you just see this towering Tyrannosaurus Rex just
And I scream.
with its
"Don't
tiny short
hit-
arms.
Don't hit the T-Rex. It's friendly.
Ending her turn. That brings us to one of these guys. It is going to, it's going to do its thing. touch attack. Bang. Miss. Another one. Touch attack. Bang. Miss. Brings us to Zalir. All of them are just like, "Ah!" And you just take your big sword, your big giant one-piece blade, and you're just like, like just shielding them away from yourself, just like in that defensive stance, able to kind of hold your ground. Zalir.
All right. Well, okay. Lots has changed. So she is going to go ahead and attack this one in front of her with her dagger, with advantage because she is hidden.
You are invisible, so
I believe that breaks her invisibility in that moment.
Yes.
But,
if you hold Alt on your keyboard when you go to click the attack, it will roll 2 dice at the same time.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
All right. So this is a dagger attack. I don't think I did it right. So.
That's okay. Oh, there they are.
Oh, I did it. Wrong.
Hey, kind of hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
Plus your sneak attack.
I'm gonna close that out.
All right. 6 points of damage plus sneak attack.
66.
Oh God, it just is eviscerated as you just kind of. It's just like. I need a dexterity saving throw from you and the T-Rex and Ariok.
I rolled a 17.
Excellent.
And with my evasion,
you're gonna avoid all of it.
Take no damage. Yeah.
Correct.
Nice.
T-Rex takes 7 points of damage because it is not dexterous in the slightest. It's massive.
All right, I get advantage on the roll. I don't know if I.
It looks like, I mean, you still succeeded. So you take half of half for 1 point. All right.
And I still have a bonus action, correct? I believe I do.
Correct. Yep, you do.
So I have 2 weapon fighting, so I can make another attack. Is that correct as well?
Yes, you can.
All right. Gonna move forward, no longer invisible, but because this one's engaged with
Correct.
my ally, gonna attack this next one. She knows that Ariok can handle it. So, and then there's a T-Rex, so she doesn't feel bad.
Yeah. You won't get sneak attack on this one because it's only once per turn for sneak attack, unfortunately. But I mean, you've seen these things kind of go down pretty quick, so you might still be able to kind of take it out here. So let's see.
All right, so I'm gonna alt click just one time.
All right, that is gonna be, 22 absolutely hits.
22 to hit.
5 points of damage as you just go ahead and into this creature's like, still focused on Ariok though. Anything else in your turn?
Nope, that is going to be it.
All right, excellent. That's going to bring us to this guy. He is going to attack Mr. Ariok and fail miserably. Brings us to Ariok.
All right. By the breath of Westamir, I am going to use my Great Weapon Master swing on the one that I'm going to get your name right, I swear. Zalir.
Zalir. Actually, it's Zalir.
Zalir.
Good to know.
It's okay.
Don't worry, everybody. We will make a pronunciation guide for everybody at the end of the show.
Very, very important to have. Is Reckless Attack a bonus action, or is this like an action?
You can just do
attack?
it. You can just do it to get advantage. Yeah.
Cool. So in that case, I'm going to use it because I'm doing my Great Weapon swing. So that will be, let's see, so that's -5. 24 to hit the little guy.
The one below you or the one to the right of you?
The one to the right of me.
Okay, absolutely hits.
All right. So let's see here. So it's going to be 2d6 with the Great Weapon Master. That would be 2d6 Wow, minimum possible damage without.
It already
activating my great
explodes.
weapon
It
fighter.
explodes before you even roll the
Yeah.
dice, as you just kind of and dexterity saving throws from everybody again, please.
Okay. There we go.
Another failure by Zalire, you pass.
All right, so that is the 17 plus 8 is a 25 for me.
Yeah, you're totally fine. Half of 9 is 4. Half of that is 2. You take 2 points of fire damage.
Nice. So bonus action and my second attack, I'd like to use the bonus action to carry through and hit that guy automatically. And then if I get a second attack, I'd like to hit that dude again. The last one standing.
Okay. This one's also at advantage because you've already gone reckless. So go ahead and make an attack recklessly.
Okay. That'll be 23 to hit with the bonus action.
Hits. Is that a great weapon master as well?
Yeah, so when you kill someone, you get that bonus action to hit someone with their momentum, basically.
Oh, okay.
At least that's how I always read that ability. And then last but not least, my other one to hit is a 23.
Yeah, you slaughter it. I don't even need you to roll damage because I already know it's plus 10, whatever it is. So you just come through. Another dexterity saving throw from everybody, please.
All right.
Except for Twyla, because Twyla's staying away.
Yep. He said to stay away.
Oh, the
21.
T-Rex actually succeeds. Zalire, you still take 0. Ariok, I assume you probably got 1 billion. So
It's 21. That's all.
So 2 points to you and 4 points to the T-Rex. All right. That is all the combatants on the board as you all kind of remembering some fucker just went in there. What would you like to do? We'll be out of the initiative order for this for we'll be out of the initiative order, but for a brief moment before you guys do anything else.
I'm
Go ahead.
guessing Juliet doesn't fit in the cathedral, right? As a T-Rex?
Sure she does.
I
Because I want to see it.
if she does,
Howie
I
wants to
will.
see it. So
I'll charge it. I'll charge that damn door. I'll knock it down.
No, I mean, like, will the T-Rex break the entire cathedral? Like, trying to get in?
Oh no, he can fit. Or she can fit, for sure. Totally fit.
All right.
Yeah. She'll totally fit.
As Alire was going to actually look at everyone and say, "The fucker went inside. Let's go."
Okay. I'm sorry. I lied to you. I cannot help you be more energetic at the moment. Maybe later.
Oh, you're the voice in my head. It's a pleasure to meet you, voice in my head. Please, give me a few minutes. I have to now enter a church with a lot of violence. Please keep yourself at a safe distance. And I just start bull rushing that door.
Yeah, you and the T-Rex. The T-Rex kind of leading in front of you is just like exploding through the front door, which means we're going to switch to a different scene, which is this one. The cathedral on fire. A little tighter quarters in here. But as you kind of all run in here, you see in front of you more of these small creatures, but no elementals this time. You see another one of these like robed figures that you remember seeing over at the tavern there, and then you also see what appears to be a similarly attired man in full plate armor with the same kind of white and red trimmed robe, just kind of like, be quick about it. Twyla, you get to act first.
So the man that spoke right now was the one here.
Was this one right here? Yeah.
So I'm gonna use guiding bolt.
Guiding bolt.
Shine. Okay, so I click on him, guiding bolt. I click on him, cast a spell.
You 11.
That's a 12 because I got my special one, but I'm not sure if it hits.
Nope.
Sense one, something like that. So
Oh,
this thing here.
did somebody try to redeem a thing? Oh no, no one did. Okay. Oh yeah, we'll have all those things soon, but they are on hiatus for a day. Yeah, unfortunately, an 11 does not hit that guy. So that's your action.
That's my action. So just because I'm gonna use one quicken spell more, and I'm gonna use Word of Radiance.
Word of Radiance. Okay.
Where is it? Here. So it's gonna be this tree.
Yeah, a lot of failures. So they do all take 7 points of damage. As this one here just all of a sudden is like and explodes. This guy has to make a dexterity saving throw. He succeeds, so he only ends up taking excuse me 3 points of fire damage. Because he is resistant. That kills that guy. We get rid of this template. All right. Anything else in your turn?
No, I'm just like getting back on the wall as far as I can. You go, guys. You go, guys.
This disciple of the flame steps forward, begins to points out a spot that he can see. Not caring that he might... Actually, no, he can position it. Juliet rolled a natural 20.
Nice.
Lots of 20s going through. Looks like the only other one we need is...
Protect.
Can you click it on the thing, because it's gonna ask you. It's gonna.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just
This
click
is
the
the
close button.
Click the roll button, because it's not gonna. It's
Okay.
gonna be angry and it'll time you out.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, that's yeah.
Yeah. That's fine. So you end up all taking. So you were to take 40 points of damage. All of you succeeded, except for somehow the T-Rex didn't. Wait, no, that's not right. T-Rex definitely got 20, so I don't know why it changed it for some stupid reason. So she gets 20 hit points back. Twyla, I need a Constitution saving throw from you, please.
Okay.
I take 0 damage with evasion.
And I got advantage, I think, or because
Warcaster.
Warcaster, yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll it again. Yeah. 21 is exactly what you needed, as you were able to keep focus on Juliet's polymorph form as this like explosion of flame and fire, just like, and you're like,
Okay,
all right. Oops. Bonus action. He's got nothing.
Go away.
He does have a special action, which he will use. Wreathed in Flame, which actually, for the sakes of this, is actually just him. Fire shield. Brings us to this Magman. This Magman is just gonna be like, and runs up to the T-Rex. I question it's a natural one.
Nice.
It falls prone as it goes to attack, and it's just like, and it gets too excited as it kind of jumps over one of the pews here, and falls flat on its face. That's gonna bring us to Ariok.
All right. I'm going to provoke the attack opportunity from this magman here as I move right to this dude's face.
All right. Yep. It is going to attack you with an attack of opportunity.
All right. By the way,
That's gonna
future
miss.
Cool. Future reference, because I forgot. I still have my aura of 10 feet, giving everyone +4 on saving throws. My bad.
Oh yeah, because you're fancy. That's because you're a paladin. Yeah. Okay. Good to know.
So I'm gonna proceed to beat this dude in the face. Let's see with my sword. First strike. I'm gonna reckless. Why not?
Yeah.
Okay,
Absolutely.
with the first one. So that's gonna be 21 to hit.
Oh, yeah. A billion. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm used to Pathfinder 2e where like numbers are insanely high.
Oh yeah. It's like, oh, that's a 31 hit. That misses.
Yeah, this is my 1 point. How? What? All right. So the other one is going to be 14 to hit.
Still hits.
Wow. Okay, I'll take it.
As you do hit though, you will take some fire damage, which why do you care? Because it's a moot point for you. 13, 22, 26 halved. So you will take 13 points of fire damage.
Okay. Taking that fire damage and both strikes hitting. I believe my rage is still up. That would be.
It would be, yep. So it'd be an extra 4 points on top of whatever you're doing.
Let's see. So 5 and 6 is 11. 11 plus 16. He's going to take, I believe, 27 damage total, I believe, for both hits. Hold on.
Plus
5
4?
and 8 is 13. Yeah, 5 and 8 is 13. And
6 and 5. 5 is 11, yep. So that's...
Yeah.
Yep.
And 6 and 8 is 14. Yeah, 27. Yeah, they take 27 damage total.
How do you want to do this?
Wow. Okay.
Or how do you want to kill him?
With a shoulder charge to a choke slam, I'm gonna drop him to the ground, and I'm just going to give him a nice big X marks the spot slash on him.
Yeah, you come through, grabbing, kind of shoulder checking him as you come through. He kind of gets staggered back. You then grab him by the throat, picking him up, putting your other hand back on the sword, 2 hands. You see a gout of blood just burst out as he falls backwards, taking the strike, and you see he goes, "For the flame!" He's gone. You still have some movement left.
Yeah, then what am I gonna do? Let's see. How much movement do I have? 15?
You have 10.
Right there.
Yeah. Unless you have more. Yeah, 10. All right. Excellent. That is going to bring us to this guy who's going to attack a T-Rex and probably regret it, but he's going to try. That is going to be a 10 to hit, 14 to hit, which does hit. The T-Rex does take 10 points of fire damage. T-Rex can't get missed very often. But that is going to bring us to the T-Rex, which is a massive token on this board. It is going to probably destroy this thing with its bite. Let's see. Oh, not if it rolls a natural 1. Tail attack. That's just gonna, that's good. Death burst. I'm gonna need only a saving throw from the T-Rex. That is going to be, so 7 more points of fire damage to the T-Rex. The T-Rex has taken some hits, but it still looks like it's in a pretty good state. Yeah, she don't care. She is going to. Ooh, there's a follower. Thank you, Fires of Ethelon. It is just going to run up and take the attack of opportunity from a prone combatant, which means it's. We'll see. That is still gonna miss, as the Magman attempts to attack Juliet as she runs through. Brings us to Zalire.
So Zalire is going to cast. She's going. Sorry, 1 second.
Mhm.
what she's going to cast. She is going to cast mirror image on herself.
Okay.
And so whispering again some words. She does a lot of whispering. 3 additional Zalires are going to just like on the sides of her.
Okay.
And so there are now 4 Zalires. And she is going to then run. So 5, 10,
Oh no.
30, and then another 5, 10. I think it's probably difficult terrain to get through. The T-Rex.
No, you'd be fine to do that.
Okay,
Yeah, you're fine there.
So she and her 4 selves are going to run right up to these
Sorry, I just think it's funny.
baddies.
She and her 4 persons are just going
Well,
to.
I guess there's 3 of them. So the
Yeah.
4 of them are going to run.
All right.
And engage right with them all. And that is action, bonus action, and movement.
All right. All right. That is going to bring us to this Guardian of the Flame. It is going to target the biggest thing in the room, like you do. It is going to. Yeah, it's going to make 2 greatsword attacks. Yeah. That is going to hit. Juliet takes 7 points of slashing damage as the sword comes through. Second attack coming through. Ooh, that is going to be... he is going to actually use his guided attack to add +10 to the roll. So he's still going to hit. Not for much, though. For 7 more points of damage. This is just... For the flame! That is... Yep, that's going to end his turn. Brings us to another one of these little magma guys. He's going to come over here and attempt to attack Zalire. Is going to first make the attack to hit, to strike. That is going to be a 12, which is just going to miss.
I actually think it just hits because my DC for my my mirror images is 10 plus my wisdom.
Which is 1. But mirror image, I still think you still have to hit.
10 plus my dexterity modifier is their AC. Which I believe is a 2. It's kind of complicated and weird. So it's like
it's
they
10
all
plus
have an
dex, so yeah. So it has to be a 12 to hit. It got a 12, yeah. So one of your things is... As it just...
I have to roll to see if it hits. Actually, I have to roll to see if it hits that or not.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Complicated.
It's a spell.
Yeah, 6 or above means it hits one of the duplicates, so yeah.
Yeah, so one of the duplicates is dispelled as this creature just... All right.
Just gonna look at it and smile a little bit.
Brings us to Twyla.
So I want to grab my flying broom and go up
Yep, you jump on your broom.
and hover like at 20 feet. And
Okay.
I want
As
to...
you see Twyla just like take out what looks to be a mundane broomstick and just like kind of begins to, it's Halloween, begins to cackle.
Okay, better view. Okay, I feel a little bit safer. And I want to cast on this guy. I think it's Blight.
light. Okay.
Uh,
Let's see.
I
Blight,
think so.
blight.
Black.
Constitution saving throw. It looks like. That is gonna be a natural 20.
Okay,
For-
but he takes half.
Yeah. So go ahead and cast it. Half of. Oh, it's asking. Oh, you you threw it at the wrong thing. The Magman somehow rolled a natural 20 as well. That you accidentally targeted.
I wanted to target the knight.
Yeah, I know. I'll fix that. So it succeeds, taking half of 24 points of damage for a total of 12.
Oh, okay. I'll just stay there. Like, okay, that wasn't that good. Sorry.
That's all right. That is going to bring us to another one of these Disciples of the Flame. He is going to... now that everyone's closer to him, it's a little bit more challenging. He is going to... He is going to go ahead and cast Hypnotic Pattern. And yeah, he's going to hit all of those folks.
Alright.
So I need a Wisdom saving throw from the the poor unfortunate T-Rex, which fails.
They should get a +4 to that save as well.
Oh yes. Oh. Everyone just barely succeeds, including the T-Rex with a 14. As
Yay!
you see this kind of like, he's just like, I need you all to just calm down, and everyone just kind of like, and the T-Rex is like, he's just like, fuck.
Am I within range of that +4? I just want to double check.
You are not. So actually, you do fail.
Okay.
Because it has to be within 10 feet, and you're 3 squares away.
15. Yeah.
Yeah. So you become charmed for the duration. So he is concentrating. So you are charmed. And of course, there is no heart on here, so I am just going to use this one.
Oh wait, I'm gonna use my lucky. Sorry, I'm gonna use my lucky.
Okay,
my
go ahead and
lucky
use a
sheet.
lucky.
Okay, I'm gonna re-roll.
Yeah, so wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save. Come on. You son of a bitch.
Still fail.
Same roll.
You are charmed by them. In addition, when you are charmed by this particular one, you are incapacitated, and your speed is reduced to 0.
Okay. So all of my the 3 Zalires just all kind of just stop.
Yeah, they all just like, all right. That is going to end his turn. I think. Hold on. Okay, yeah, that's going to end his turn. That is going to bring us to the Magman. That is prone. That's somehow still alive. It is going to stand up. And yeah, it can't reach Twyla, so it's going to go after the big guy with a touch attack and miss.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, he's so... No, why are you sorry? You're trying to live.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Thank you.
You're trying to live. I'm not sorry. Brings us to Ariok.
All right. I'm going to allow the creature to provoke an attack of op on me as I run to the side of Zalire.
Okay. So it will do that. I'll move the T-Rex out of the way.
Okay. And with the end of my movement here, I'm going to start swinging on the priestly fire dude that has cast hypnotic pattern. That's the word I'm looking for. Anyway.
Yeah, the disciple. Yes.
Yeah.
Who's currently also in surrounded by this like torrent of fire and flame around him, but that shouldn't be a problem for you.
I will suffer my licks. So the first one's gonna be 25 to hit. I'm pretty sure it's gonna hit.
Yeah.
And the next one's gonna be 17 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
All right. So you're still raging. So there's a +8. All right. So 5 + 8 is 13. Next one. 9 + 8 is 17. So it's a total of 30 damage to him.
30 points of damage is a number. As you go ahead and just gouts of blood begin to spray around and just as you do that, you do, however, take 11 half to 5 points of fire damage. As the fire shield around him, you have to kind of pierce through that, and he's just like, as you do that, the fire also kind of like cauterizes his wounds. He's just still breathing. I'm gonna have to get out of here. Brings us to Juliet. Juliet the T-Rex is going to attack the big guy. That is going to be a 17. It's going to miss. As she comes down with a bite and tries to bite into this guy. 19 though is going to hit. For 12 points of damage to this guy. As she kind of like swings around with the like, and he like kind of just falls back. He like falls back, gets back up. He's like, we might have to get out of here. Ending his turn brings us to Zalire. Yep, that's it. You do that.
Just like
You just.
Out of curiosity, the 30 damage on the priest that did hypnotic pattern, do they have to concentrate to maintain the...
They do. You're right. They do. Thank you for reminding me, sir.
My pleasure.
I mean, yeah. Never mind. You're fine. Zalire, you can do stuff.
okay, so she's gonna shake her head a little bit and see them right in front of her. And I'm going to go ahead and do 2 attacks, I believe. It's with advantage because my peers are right next to me, correct?
Yes, it is. Everybody's
Right,
next to
so,
you, including
here
your
we go.
duplicates are all next to you.
Yes.
Oh wow!
Double 3s are nothing.
Can we roll a thing? Okay. Yeah. No, that's double 3s. That's what it
Well,
is.
Coming out of the stupor, just kind of she's
Yeah, a little
caught off
hungover.
guard. It's
Yeah.
like half-ass is the first hit, and then is going to go for a second with her bonus action, a second attack. Oops, I did not target.
No,
what
it's
I
okay.
wanted to.
Don't worry about it. 24
So
definitely
the-
hits. Whatever you're attacking, it definitely hits. Plus sneak attack.
Oh shit!
Which one are you attacking?
Sorry, the one who was casting that on me.
Okay. For a total of 26 points of damage.
Yep.
You go ahead and you're just like, and you come in with the offense. You're like, you do take 4 points of fire damage, reaching through the fire shield. You're no longer at 69 health. Dang it.
No. Darn.
Nice.
That's her.
Whole time.
This whole time, her max health is 69. All right, ending your turn.
That is.
Oh man. Brings us to the Guardian of the Flame. He's gonna keep attacking the T-Rex. Seems to be the biggest threat to him right now. That's what he's most worried about. Although he is going to as a bonus action, he's going to cast Blinding Smite. So if the next attack hits, it will do that much damage, or whenever his next attack is. So he's going to go ahead and attack the thing. 24 is going to hit the T-Rex, dealing 11 points of slashing damage plus 17 points of radiant damage. Oops, not you. Yeah, Juliet's looking rough. Or Juliet's T-Rex form is looking rough. And then rolls a natural 1 to just follow that up with, because reasons. He's like, for the flame! And he kind of missteps and falls prone at the end of his turn as he just kind of swings. He's like, ooh! That brings us to that Magman. It is going to try to attack you. 9 is going to miss you and your duplicates. All right, brings us back to Twyla riding on her broom. Dun 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 dun.
So I'm gonna
Sorry.
cast magic missile at 5th level. That's 7 dots, and I wanna see which one is looking worse, the knight or
The disciple is the one that's taken the most licks. The knight, it looks silly on the floor, but he hasn't really been hit all that much.
So I'm gonna try for the disciple.
Okay.
7. So I'm gonna put it.
Yep. So 7d4 plus, and I'll add 7.
7d4. You want me to add something or just d4?
I'll take care of it at the end. Yep. Ooh, there's a lot of ones in there. 18 plus 7 is 25 points of damage as you sent out a torrent of magic missiles. All striking into this man. He's just like, he's breathing heavy. It is going to bring us to his turn. He is going to cast he's going to cast Color Spray at 3rd level. I'm going to place the template in a random spot because it's going to roll everything in. It'll try to hurt you all. So I don't want it to do that. So it's 42 starting with the lowest. He kind of aims in this diagonal direction. So Juliet is now blind from the Color Spray. And that's it. He is then going to attempt to run this way and dive through the window here. If you would like to make an attack of opportunity, you can.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Come on.
Do I
Sending
have
good
advantage on
vibes.
that? Or
15 to hit.
Hits.
Okay.
He's a guy wearing cloth with mage armor. He's not that good.
Zalire, did you hit?
do I have advantage on that to hit? Because I'm engaged with him. Or...
You don't, but it doesn't
Okay.
matter.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. You still get sneak attack as he runs away as well. So it's 5 points of damage. Oh, you attacked the wrong guy. That's okay.
Oops. Good.
That's okay. I'll take care of it. So that's 5 points of damage to that guy. Plus your sneak attack damage. Yeah, how do you want to do this?
Yeah. As
Get
he
over
is
here.
turning to run away, she's gonna do a very like flamboyant and show offy kind of backflip in front of him as he tries to get out of the way, and then just jab the dagger right up into his like right up underneath his ribcage, looking him right in the face.
Yeah, you do that, and you all see this kind of amazing kind of display of athleticism as Zaliri just goes ahead and then takes the dagger, grabbing onto his shoulder, just staring right in his face. I gotta realize where my head is. And there are three faces just like... all right. That is gonna end his death spiral. That's gonna bring us to this creature. It is gonna be like. Nah! For some reason, I find that I always like to play kobolds and magmans. I wonder why. 23 definitely hits something. So roll the duplicates.
So I have to do an 8 or above to get it to hit one of the duplicates. So.
And it does. Yep.
I have
So
one left.
you do not take 10 points of damage. So you are still at 65.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, not 6,555. Jesus. There we go.
I'll
All right, that brings us to Ariok.
All right. So, turning my attention to the downed knight, I am going to swing on him with a great weapon master strike with the was it -5 to hit?
Yep, but it is at advantage because he is prone.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, that's what I like to see. So that's gonna be a 21 to hit, and I'm gonna add a smite to this bad boy.
Okay.
He's not a fiend at all, is he?
He appears to be a humanoid.
Okay. And it's 2d8 for first level spell slot. That's what we're going to be using on this one.
Okay.
Ooh, that's what I like to see here. Okay. So that's going to be 6 and 6 is 12. Plus another 4 is 16. Wow. 6 and 6 is 12 plus another 4 is 16. There we go. Good God. 16 plus 18. He's going to take 34 damage from this big strike.
Yeah, that's a big chunk as you just kind of come down, and you kind of find a kind of a bit of a fold inside the plate armor as he's like not able to protect himself, and you just kind of like catch him on the back as he's trying to stand up. He's like, so that's your first attack.
I have a second attack. How many smites can I use in a round? Just one?
Let's see. Divine Smite. Starting at second level, when you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack, you can expend one spell slot to deal radiant damage to the target. The extra damage, damage. Doesn't say. So, yeah, you can.
Okay, because I just crit this guy, and I
figured you did.
Smite.
I kind of had a feeling you did.
All right, so let's see. That's the sword, and here is the smite. Yeah, oh, okay, so that's 6, 11, 11, 13, 17, 22, 23, 30, 35, 35 plus 8 is 43 damage on the second strike. Is he still alive?
Just barely.
Okay.
Well, not barely. He's got a bit left, but.
All right. So, with my move action, I want to grab him by the cuff of his breastplate, and I want to put him on his feet, so he's standing with me toe to toe. And with my bonus action, I want to compel duel to him.
Okay. Compelled duel, I believe, is a wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm. DC to beat is 16.
How's 21 for you?
Makes me sad. So as I just cue him, I put him on his feet, and I say, and I look him in the eye with just fury, and I say, "By the breath of Wisdomir, you will stand trial this day. Your consequences stand in front of you. Fight me with honor, or leave a coward, or die both ways. The choice is yours, mate."
Bits in your face.
All right. Then I'll rend you a coward.
That brings us to the blind T-Rex.
Sounds like trouble.
Yeah, that does sound like trouble.
Face it.
She does attack in the right direction, luckily. It's gonna be at disadvantage because she is blind for a turn. She still hits the thing and it completely eviscerates it. Oh my god. It does explode in its death throes. So it will have its death burst. I need a dexterity saving throw from everybody.
right. Everyone within 10 feet of me gets +4 to this.
Yep. So success,
15.
which means 0 damage to you. 1 damage to the T-Rex as it just kind of it clomps down, and as it does, it just in its jaws like. Ooh. And then for you, Ariok.
25.
Yeah, you take 0 because it's 3. Half of half is 0. In this case. All right. She is no longer blind because the creature that blinded her is not here anymore. And it's supposed to be at the end of its turn. It doesn't have a turn anymore. That brings us to Zalire.
Okay. So after dropping that guy, or do they disappear? Either way, he's
a crumpled heap on the ground. You can walk all over him and just be like, get the hell out of here, and punt it.
So
you can punt his body out of the way.
She sees the spit in the face to Ariok, and she is actually going to just look at him and be like, I'm letting him have this one. And she's going to turn around and go ahead and attack this little guy behind her. So that is going to be a...
Oh, this is the one you made friends with.
We made friends? Oh, so cute.
You smiled at it. Yeah, you hit it.
Did. So me and my twin that is still up. So it's 3 more points, and then she's gonna just attack again.
Yep.
Oops. Nope, not that. This one.
Ooh, that's not gonna hit.
Ooh,
He's still like.
the one.
He's like.
She's a little taken aback by the spit in the face to her friend, but she's just.
Yeah.
You've got it.
That is gonna bring us to this guy. He's gonna stay.
Good choice, mate. Good choice.
He is going to he's going to target you, and he is going to begin to kind of like, may the flame take you. I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Ooh, you never get to roll these. Hell yeah. Okay, so that's a dirty 20.
You're lucky. As he goes and casts banishment, does not take hold. Shit. He's gonna go ahead and then yeah, you look pretty fine. Yeah, he's gonna try to leave.
Does that provoke an attack of opportunity?
It absolutely provokes an attack of opportunity by both of you.
I'm gonna roll so hard. Okay, 27 to hit.
No.
Oh, no.
Man.
Oh my goodness. We gotta change out those dice. We gotta change out those virtual dice.
That one.
All right, 17 damage.
17 points of damage. That's it?
For my attack of op, yeah. So unless I can... No, I don't think I could use a smite on a reaction, right?
You can.
Let's go! All right. So...
It's a special action that you can make as part of your attack. The only requirement is that you have to hit something.
So I did full 8s on my level 2 smite, so that is a bonus 24 on top of the 17.
Oh God. Okay, yeah. How do you want to do this, or how do you want to kill it? I gotta stop saying how do you want to do this.
So
As he goes to turn to run after he's just like, fuck, and he goes to try to hightail it out of there. What do you do?
I kind of spin counterclockwise to him, pitching my sword up, and I just say, by the breath of Westermere, you were given a chance, and you chose this. And I spin back around, and as he runs away, I basically swing my blade out so I catch him in a clothesline at the neck. The roar of the lion just echoes as it collides with his throat, pierces straight back, and I stand over his headless body, just, and I let out the lion's roar myself.
Yeah, you go ahead and just, as your blade strikes true, the lion powering the strike, you can see the blood just gout and a sickening kind of as the snapping of vertebrae within the cervical spine just begin to crack and strain as you gouts of blood coming out from the cavity, from the carotid arteries as he falls to the ground limp, fingers twitching for a couple minutes before finally coming to rest.
Yeah. I
ending-
can't spare the dying.
Ending his turn, for the sake of brevity, we know you're gonna kill this guy. We don't have to go this crazy. And you are able to fell this one and win victory here on this day within this church, within this temple to Orbin, stopping whatever this crazed act was. And with that said, we are going to go on break. Let's change to this. Okay. We are going to go on break. So the secret code word for tonight is flame. Go ahead and put flame in the chat. That is your opportunity to not only win dice, an adventure from Eldritch Press, but also an opportunity to win a character commission from Jennifer, who does all of our amazing art that we have on here. You can check her out over at Sorceress Knee on Twitter and at Sleepy Dragons Need Coffee on Instagram. Go ahead and check that out, but make sure you put flame into the chat, and we will be drawing that after the break. 3 individual prizes for you guys. We'll see you then. And we're back. How's it going, everybody? So the winner of the giveaways. So for the dice giveaway, Tyan FH, you win the dice giveaway. Congratulations. We'll get that out to you. I will be messaging you here on Twitch at some point in the next 24 to 48 hours and making sure we get that out to you. The artwork from Jennifer is actually going to go to Fires of Ethylene. So congratulations, you're going to get that customized commission art piece. So I'll reach out to you to get your contact information. We'll make sure Jennifer gets it, and you are going to get some cool art. That's amazing. So yeah. And then for the adventure from the Eldritch Press, that is going to Nat 20 Productions Official. Congratulations. We will get that to you. So, picking up where we just left off. You all currently are still within the Temple to Urban. Currently, still, for all intents and purposes, the screams and yelling and the chaos from outside is beginning to die down a little bit. No longer are there fire type elementals constantly running around attacking folk in the street. You seem to have taken out the head of the snake of this attack, whatever it was. The flames that are still within this temple are still, maybe this is not appropriate music, are still very much alive. They're still continuously burning here, and will probably take down the entire temple. And as you kind of like look around, you see a number of different iconographies and stuff like that. But the thing that's impending on you right now is just the amount of fire and flame that is currently engulfed around you. What would you like to do? Besides not burn.
And nice to meet you. We should go. T-Rex!
I mean, and you're able to dispel it, and Juliet just
I'm tired, Juliet.
yeah, let's get out of here. Anybody got anything that can put this out? There's a fountain out there, can't somebody can't you control water there, Juliet?
Yeah, I can.
There, Twyla?
I can, but I need to go and, stand on the door and try to...
Yeah, I'll hold the door open.
Let's see if this goes, because there's a lot of fire. So please, everyone, I need you to go out, because this looks very dangerous. And you can give it. Come on. And I start using it like just as if I were like pushing it inside.
Yeah, and you're able to kind of control the water that's coming out of the fountain. You're able to kind of lick it and kind of like take the flames that are licking up the sides of the building, and within the building you're able to kind of control it and morph it in order to be able to quench the flames. As this water continues to kind of like still flows, like it's innately within like kind of the what sort of plumbing there is in this medieval world. It continues to kind of pump through, and you're able to kind of like sift that all through, and you're able to kind of put the flames out and kind of damp it. Everything's now wet and charred and blackened and brittle. A number of the pews here are completely destroyed. Now we can go back to this. Number of the pews are completely destroyed. And just the number of bodies that are also in this room is kind of, well, there's like 3 actual human bodies, one without a head. But the magmins, when they are destroyed, explode on contact. So nothing to clean up there. But you find yourselves in this temple.
So
Ariok
would...
go.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you first, please.
Zaliri would just go over to Ariok and just say, "Are you all right? Ari, you're okay? Are you damaged?"
Yeah, I took some hits. I'm okay. Still standing strong. Just a little tired is all. How are you doing? Are you okay?
I'm fine. That was impressive as always. Very good job.
Good job to you. It's not often I get to see 4 of you at the same time. That was rad.
And the last one just kind of disappears in that moment because it only lasts a minute.
Your magic is so talented. It's so cool. I absolutely love it when you do it. Oh, it's so good.
Thank you, Ani.
Oh, shucks. If you excuse me, I need to go pay tribute to a stupid man, but a man nonetheless. A knight. Misbegotten though, but I cut off his head. I feel responsible. I'm gonna go do last rites.
Understandable.
Yeah. I walk over and I pick up his severed head, and I take the man's arms and I try to place them here, and I put the man's head in his own hands. I try to move him around. It's an absolute mess. There's blood everywhere. Like something keeps slipping out of place. It's like a tower of cards, but eventually it's gonna stop, and I go, good. You're a good man, a stupid man. Rest in peace. And may the breath of Westermere take you to a better place. Good night. And I tap him on his head and I walk away and I chuckle. Good night. As a pun. And it's gonna come back.
Beautiful job.
Thank
Very
you.
honorable.
He's
Looking at this horrible scene.
Hey, it's covered in blood. I'm like, well, I mean, he chose to die. At least I could tell you, just give him a good funeral, yeah.
Am I seeing this?
Oh yeah, it's right
Oh,
there
here
in
it
the
is.
church.
No, it's okay. He will not suffer anymore. Do you want some help, like cleaning up? I can help you.
Oh,
If you
no.
want.
Oh no, it's all right. No, listen, I actually need to see the Duke. I want to ask some questions about the weather. the starving people, and if need be, I can get room and board with him and bathe there.
Oh,
Are you the feisty drow? I was gonna say to Juliet.
Yeah, I guess
You're sweet. You're not facey. You're so sweet. Don't. Okay.
Oh, Mr. Mustache, he said that you were a feisty drow. And that's how, and then we knew that was you, because I mean, come on, how many people turn into a giant lizard and destroy fire creatures? It was really cool that you did that, by the way.
Thanks. I mean, that's all Twyla's doing. She's great. Who called me a feisty drow?
Oh, the stash. The stash.
No.
Reginald Stash at the Regal Pillow or the Regal Pillow Inn.
that guy. Every once in a while, when we walk by there, he kind of tries to pull us in. But
I think
yeah.
he has the hots for you. That's what he's saying. He's being sweet about it.
Are you the sorceress? Then.
Yes. I'm learning, but you said you need to speak with the Duke. My friend Juliet, she has some sort of relationship, like she knows him. Maybe she can.
Well, Twyla, we both
out.
stayed there last night at the. I mean, okay, not like that. Not like that.
I know it's not like
no,
that.
not like that. No, the other two companions that we travel with, we all knew his son and like we adventured with him and all that. Look, okay.
Let me. We can help you.
I guess what I'm trying to say is that we can help you. I guess if that's what you're looking to do. Okay,
I'm so glad to meet fellow adventurers because I guess you're adventurers because there was trouble, you came, you helped, and we need a lot of adventures around this way because there are a lot of things happening, and there's plenty of work.
Not if you ask Demikos. He seems to think that we're the only people that exist.
No, we can prove them wrong when we hunt them down, but that's a story for a later date.
What is your name? What are your names?
My name is Twyla. Hello.
Juliet.
Oh, well, my name is Ariok Kingard, member of the Liver Guards. It's a pleasure to see you. But you can just call me Ariok.
All right,
Nice.
Ariok.
I am Zalire. Nice to meet you as well.
Nice to meet you, and thank you very much for helping us. You did. You are really brave souls, and you're really strong. So I guess that if you are not too busy, maybe we can try to fix and help out because I don't know what happened here with these people. I just thought that my friend here, Juliet, I love you. We were reading about elementals and things like that, and all of a sudden these things appear. So now that I think about it, we should check that book from the library later and see if it has some relation. And do you want us to take you to the Duke and speak with him, or maybe we can help you with what you need is something that we know?
What are you looking to get out of talking to the Duke exactly? You say you are concerned about the people. What do you mean specifically? I'm just.
Well, it's my orders duty to make sure that leaders are caring and wise and not corrupt. And when I go to a town and I see that people starving, I want to make sure that there's proper food for them. So I'm going to go to the Duke, introduce myself, see what's going on, and if he is a good man, or I'm sorry, if they are a good leader, then they have the right to my services.
He's a great leader. He's a good
Yeah.
man.
Good.
I'd be if you do end up talking to him, I would maybe tone it down a bit. He's a little bit more stern and kind of straightforward to the point.
Oh,
There's been a lot of things happening here in the
Yep.
past few months that, if you've only recently come to the continent, you're a bit behind. There's the. Sorry, go ahead. I'm.
no. It's my fault. I'm interrupting you, but there's some words I've been hearing, and I just have a question. Is the Duke's child alive? I'm hearing some unusual past tense.
Shirley's been kidnapped by the Phales.
Yeah.
They are they're the family that runs the Dreadmire, the slaving city to the east. Our other friends went to go find him, go take care of him. While we have kind of taken up the task to figure out what's causing all of this global warming, and I think we may have gotten an answer, kind of, maybe, or at least there appears to be something that's following or a part of this particular. It seems that there's more than just it's warm. Clearly, something else is happening. I don't know. What do you think, Twyla?
Well, I think that some people wearing black, white, and red screaming disciples of the flames sounds like, I don't know, related.
Even if they are just some sort of fanatics that just propped up out of nowhere, them being around is not a good thing in general, whether it's is to panic the people or if they're involved in some way. I can only imagine there's probably more of these individuals, and this wasn't just a small sect, and that's it. They seem. I can't imagine just those 3 humans that we ran into today are it. I can't imagine that's all.
They seem pretty strong, actually, and the town recently started recovering from a Duergar invasion, so the Duke has been working with that and working with the people. So it's about time. We're trying to help the people, help the town, but things just keep happening. These guys just appeared, and the town is getting warmer and warmer. So there was recently some attacks from some beings we think may be related to the Underdark. So we have a lot of things to do, and our party got divided because surely the Duke's son is a friend, and he's in danger, and that's what we do. So
Yeah. And so the 2 boys, they decided to go and take care of that while we stay behind, and they weren't wrong. We are probably better equipped than they were to deal with this, although it does seem that if you're looking to help the people, as you say you are, I don't know. You seem effective against them. If you really want to help the people, then this is probably the way to do it. I don't know if the Duke is really going to have any more answers than what we give you, to be perfectly honest and to be perfectly frank. I mean, maybe there's some things we can do in town in order to help get, some of the farmers back on their feet, but while this heat wave continues to bear down, I can't imagine any semblance of relief for the people who farm or the people who rely on the seasons to occur faring very well. And usually those are going to be your more working class folk of the middle and lower income types. So, do you want to come with us?
Well, if the Duke is a good leader, like you say, and their child is kidnapped, that's ransom, and that's not good. I don't like that at all. And if helping these people means saving this Mr. Shirley, then my duty has started. The liver god the liver god shall secure Shirley. Man, words are hard.
You're funny.
Oh, thank you.
Lyra will look and say, and I go where he goes, so you have my dagger.
Are you two with like a thing?
I don't
Julian!
think we're a thing. I'm a person, and they're a person, and we are not things, to my knowledge. Are we things? Are we things?
Zolere, are you two a thing?
No.
Okay,
We're
good.
not.
Gonna pat his shoulder. Pat Ari's shoulder.
Juliet, why is that important?
Just makes it cleaner.
All right, and I grab her hand and give her a small squeeze. I think we all need a rest, and maybe we can introduce our friends to the various places they can stay. And I think
Let's go see Jezen.
I think that's an excellent idea. You guys will like Jason in the hands of justice, so
Oh, it's Jason. I look forward to meeting them. This is gonna be fun.
So before they move on, Lyra is gonna just like kind of lean into Juliet a little bit and say, "You seem especially distressed. Are you all right? Was this fight particularly hard?"
It's been a day. That's all. Thank you for your concern. It's it's just been a day. That's all it really is. Even though it's only in the afternoon. Yeah, no, I'm good. Thank you though.
You're welcome. She's gonna hook her arm around Ariok's arm, though, as they walk casually.
Juliet, you said things are cleaner. Would you like to get in this arm? I have room for two, just one and two.
Quite a bit of room, yes.
Maybe
I'm
another
not
time.
sure.
Maybe another time.
Oh, come here, friend. And he just wraps like one arm around almost the entirety of her body, picks her up, like so they're both horizontal, and he goes,
Oops.
"All right, new friend Twyla, get on the shoulders. We're going together, but I'm gonna need directions. I get lost real easily."
I'll get in your back and I'm gonna whisper directions. We
Great.
are not going to get lost.
This is my sensitive ear, so don't say anything too loud in this one.
So I'll go to the other one just in case.
Okay. All right.
And then I'm just laughing. I'm just gonna run.
You pick up Julia and she's like,
And I'm
Lean
gonna
into it. Lean
kick
into it,
Julia.
dear.
a little bit slowly. Come on, you're doing a great job. Sorry.
okay. And you begin making your way further closer to like kind of the further east you go into the city, the more kind of like you get more towards middle, away from the castle into Middle Nalgrim, before finally ending up at the Tricky Ingot Tavern. This tavern is, for those of you not familiar with it, from the outside looks extremely beautiful, enchanting and peaceful. There are stacked boulders and intricate stone carvings that make up most of the building's outer structure. It is nearly impossible, though, to see through the kind of large curtain windows, but you can hear the energy and excitement of a good time from within inside. A number of people just like, ah, and just enjoying glasses of ale and things of that nature. As you walk and enter the tavern through the decorated wooden door, you're welcomed by a number of just kind of dancing people and just overall happiness. Jezin, the bartender, is currently working hard. We got raided. Thanks, Uber Geek Media. So Jezin is behind the counter currently, very busy, kind of like taking orders and drinks. Jezin is a darker skinned male, probably in his mid 30s, maybe late 30s. Bald, kind of a I do not know what you would call this, but it is a beard that comes down like this and then comes down up into a mustache. It's probably like the Angry Irishman or something. I don't know, something like that. He has a white undershirt with a green vest. For whatever reason, the bartenders in this particular town are all jacked out of their minds. He's got massive biceps, big, thick, veiny forearms. Currently taking an order, and he just goes, oh, hi, Juliet, and she just kind of goes, milk. And he's just like, yeah, no, sure. And you see he goes ahead and he reaches down below and takes out this kind of large, kind of chilled pewter jug, and has a screw top, and just like unscrews it and goes ahead and pours it out and goes, "You feeling all right?" And she goes, "Just keep the jug here." And he's like, it doesn't work the same way as it would with the wine. She goes, "I know, just put it there." And he's like, "All right. Twyla, you have new friends. Who are you all?" The name's Jezin. Jezin Benil. And as you're having this conversation, Twyla, you can actually see kind of in the corner, Anon Kine. She is that kind of mysterious kind of human female with like kind of the long dreadlocks and the hat and the leather jacket, the one that you were introduced to, or you were not, but the Juliet and the party was introduced to way back in order to fight a manticore, and then you guys got tied into this whole hand of justice thing. You see her just kind of like sitting in the corner, just kind of like eyeing the new inhabitants, and thank you for the follow there, Bearded Fortress. They just kind of like, she takes a pause for a second before kind of like going back to her drink and whatever she happens to be doing over there. And he goes, but yes, Jezin kind of responds back and goes, so who are you all? You are new. I haven't seen your faces before.
Hello, Jezin. These are our new friends. Did you hear what happened in town?
I did hear a little bit about. Thank you for the raid of 20 there, how we roll. How we roll. That's awesome. But yeah.
These are the new heroes.
New heroes. Okay. I'll bite. What are your names, new heroes?
Well, you should go first. I've done a lot of introductions.
I am Zalire. This is my companion, Ariok.
Ariok, King God of the Liver Gods. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm gonna give you a new name. Fancy Whiskers. I like that. It's a good one. Nice to meet you.
Jezin's fine. That makes my name a lot longer. That's quite all right.
And
Yeah, no,
it works.
Yeah, just Jezen works. I don't need anything extra. And from that standpoint, just Jezen is totally fine.
Oh no, just Jesse. That's what we call it. Just Jesse.
No, don't Jezen. Jezen.
Only
Only Jezen.
Only Jezen. Not
Nope,
to meet you, only Jezen.
Jezen.
Jezen. All right. It's a fun game. All the bartenders here have great names to play games with. I love it.
So Twyla, what brings you in? You can have a drink or?
Well, we are looking for a place to rest, eat, sleep.
Well, you always have that place here, free of charge. Is there anything in particular that you're looking to? Do you need to go in the back or?
Information, because I know that you always have a lot, and maybe you know something about the recent attack because we sort of need.
I can't say that. He kind of like looks eyes over at Anon, and she just kind of nods and comes up, and she goes, "Why don't I bring you to the back?"
Right.
And she goes ahead and there's a kind of a wooden door kind of at the side of the bar. She kind of goes ahead and opens and like kind of funnels you all in. Door kind of just opens up nice and fine, not like squeaky or anything like that. It seems like well maintained, but she kind of just like ensures that she kind of looks around and like make sure no one's looking at her or no one's really paying any attention to her as she kind of leads you in.
Come on, Juliet, you can bring your meal.
Juliet's already going. She's just like, she puts her glass down. She's like already going. She's just not even paying attention to what you just said. She's just like,
A little wasteful, the milk. Okay.
and Jezen just takes the jug and screws it back down and puts it back on ice underneath and just kind of shakes it around a little bit. He goes, "Don't worry, I'll keep it on ice. We'll keep it cold for her. She all right?" Yeah, okay, fair enough. And you all eventually start following Anon. She kind of gets you to the door, kind of gives it a knock and opens it, and then you all are kind of funneled in. She closes the door behind you. You walk into a familiar establishment for Juliet and Twyla, but new to Zilire and Ariok. You find yourselves within the Hand of Justice Guild Hall, kind of a pseudo monster hunter, feed hunters type of guild. A number of different trophies, including a manticore and a T-Rex and a number of other different trophies that are adorned on this wall that kind of like are just kind of general trophies of things that have been killed or collected by this particular monster hunting, fiend hunting kind of guild. In fact, Twilight, you would, from stories that Juliet's told you, they are responsible for, that she and her friends are responsible for the Manticore and the T-Rex that are in here. Inside, you see Akumi, the half-orc female guild hall leader with the kind of short, kind of like shaved hair on the sides with the kind of tight ponytail on the top. She kind of wears a vest, very muscularly. Everyone has muscles, apparently. Very strong, toned female with a tribal kind of tattoo on one forearm. She has a couple of daggers that are kind of like sashed into kind of a belt that kind of comes across her chest. Two tusks kind of like come up underneath. She's got a number of piercings, a couple on the eyebrows, a couple on the ears. And she just kind of like turns up to you and goes and kind of sits up from the table and kind of like she stands up and she's like, "Oh. You're back, Twyla. Good to meet you.
Likewise.
What brings you in? These two new recruits, possibly?
Do you want to introduce yourself, or I can help out if you want? These are our new friends. They helped out today.
Right. Helped out with what? If you were you part of that defense of the temple there that I've been hearing about?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, you do speak. Okay, great. What's your name?
My name is Ariok. King God of the liver gut, and I really like your muscles. They're really strong muscles. I like
You
'em.
you do, don't you?
I'm sorry. Yeah, you worked very hard on your physique, and your strength is very present. And it's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too. And you.
Awesome.
I am Salire, the Ariok's traveling companion. Where he goes, I go.
Interesting. So what brings you here? I imagine probably information of some sort, or are you looking to enter these two in? Are you looking for a contract? Is there anything specific you had in mind, or are you just kind of here on a general meet and greet?
Well, we are here for some information because we want to see if you know something about the attack, because we don't want this happening again. And for now, I think we are going to be working with them. Our previous companions are busy with that
Where
task.
I was wondering, where is that dragonborn fella there? He was quite the looker.
Yeah.
You see Juliet just kind of just
Yeah.
walks off to the corner and just kind of like subtracts herself from the conversation.
There was a little bit of an inconvenience. It can be they are doing a task for the Duke, and it was decided that we are going to take the tasks that are going around here.
Okay. That's a shame. Oh well. So your as far as information that I've gathered about this group, not much. The little bit of context that I do have, voice that they are a group that's generally they've only started as of recently. It appears that with the warming that is occurring, which I'm sure you have all noticed, they kind of form this kind of, I guess, cult of the flame, or whatever they call themselves. I'm not really 100% sure. They are led by what can only be described as a shapeshifter. Yeah, I was surprised by that too. It appears that they either that or they just have multiple people who stand at the head of this particular cult. I'm very confused and also very concerned. I don't have a contract on them, but I imagine I might soon. Only because of the fact that, I mean, normally we deal with more the monsters, but with this particular, I wouldn't be surprised if the Duke enlisted our services here within the order to within the hand, in order to dole out justice, as it were. But as far as other information, that's as much as I can get. If I hear anything more, I get it to help you, of course, but that's all I really have for right now.
This is like a religion then. A religion something. Have you heard of these cults? And I look at Aryach and Celir.
I can make a religion check. DM, would I make a religion check to figure out if I've heard of the Cult of the Flame before?
Sure.
Okay.
It's gonna probably be a very high DC because it's not a not an obvious thing.
That is absolutely fair. And my intelligence sucks, so here goes this with a +2. That's a 14.
Okay, yeah, you kind of think Cult of the Flame, Cult of the Flame. There's a number of different cults that you've heard of, none that are fire-based necessarily. There's some that have like people who deal in evocation type magics and stuff like that. But for the most part, most cults that you're aware of are usually involved in the necromantic and more kind of devilish type of worship and things of that nature, or demons. This is elementals seems off from what you're used to when you're dealing with cults. Not that you yourself have been in a cult, but that I don't know. You tell me. As far as like this particular interaction, Cult of the Flame does not ring a bell.
Okay. Yeah, I said like, I mean, most cults usually they worship like undead, necromancy, fiends, but elemental, no. But I'll imagine the leader, a big old fireball, just a fireball with 2 eyes and a sad face.
Wow. That sounds like an easy target to find. At least that's a plus. And did we check the bodies to see if they had something that could?
I mean, I checked the headless guy pretty good when I put his head in his own hands, but not like actual pockets.
To retcon this a little bit, give me an investigation check just to see if you guys did find anything.
Okay.
We'll say one, one investigation check.
Well, let's not have it be me. I am
horrendous. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, not horrendous. You're just as good as like it's your dumb stat, but you know how I let you guys make characters. You're smarter than Juliet technically. I think Zalire would be the one with the best investigation there.
Did you hear that, Juliet? I'm smarter than you. Oh.
Yes, I would be the one with the best. I mean, now I've just jinxed myself, but
yeah.
That's a 23.
23. Okay. You do find.
Oh, I get to roll with advantage.
Oh yeah. She's like, come on, nat 20. Come on, nat 20. Come on, nat 20.
28.
Still better. So for a total of 28. Yeah, sure. What do you want to know? So this particular group, you do find a few holy symbols on them. No like specific orders or anything like that, or kind of like a plan of attack or anything in general as far as that is concerned. But you do find some holy symbols on them and some iconography consistent with that of what can only be described as a kind of like central, kind of like a sun, but morphed a little bit. So like you have a central point, and rather than just like straight spires coming out, you see almost kind of like what you'd see like a bandit sword would kind of be like a squiggly kind of like almost horror descriptions here, but kind of like a ball with like these kind of like radiating heat kind of like kind of symbols kind of like flying off of it and stuff like that. So it's like you get that, but it's just like, okay, that kind of like, it's kind of like duh, makes sense. But like looking a little bit closer, you do see what appears to be because you rolled so high, you do see on the fighter, his particular iconography. Not only does he have the symbol, his shield that he wields has a rather large kind of like jagged fang. Of some sort of creature.
And actually, while they're kind of talking about this, would Zalire be able to put anything together about the mention of the Dragonborn and Juliet's reaction? She's just kind of paying attention to trying to figure out everyone's relationships here.
Yeah, I'll say give me an insight check just to kind of like figure this out a little bit, just to kind of see how this shakes out. She's not going to be like, there's just going to be a straight 15. Okay.
16.
Yeah, so that is a relative success. You gather there's definitely some sort of hard, likely recent kind of feelings in between the two of them that may or may not be resolved or at least haven't been resolved for Juliet yet. You definitely get that kind of sense that like, there was a little bit of something going on here. And that's why she was very keen on asking whether or not you two were together, because she just wanted to... You put two and two together, that she's like, I don't want to have to deal with somebody else's shit. I already have my own to deal with.
So Zaleria is going to come back into the conversation with the giant ball of fire with the sad face. Like, whoop.
So I'm just saying, giant ball of fire, yeah, with a sad face and eyes. And I'm just going to put that out there right now. Drinks on me if I'm wrong. But if I'm right, drinks for me.
I'll take that bet.
All right.
I think we should try to find something to prevent us from catching fire, because if you're gonna fight with them again, that was really uncomfortable.
These we used to have a bowl back on the mountain we make from certain flowers. Well, the snowberries they had, it produced this really fun, like a slicky jam. If you put the jam on your body, like it would catch fire, yeah, but you wouldn't feel anything. You wouldn't feel any pain. But I don't know if we have any of that around. Quite frankly, I don't want to even make it because I never learned the recipe. But maybe it's something similar that'll protect us from the fire.
Well, we can ask. I got a healing salve that can help with the burns, but not prevent them. So that's not helpful.
Yeah.
But I guess we should check around and see what we can find.
But like I said, Akumi just kind of like perks back up. Like I said, if you are looking for any other contracts or anything like that, I don't have anything as of right now, but like I said, I'm sure I will probably in the future, especially if this fiery weird cult thing keeps working around. I'm sure there'll be more kind of things for you all to kind of sink your teeth into.
So I think that
Give me I'd like a Ariok, I'd like a insight check from you.
Okay. That'll be 22.
Okay. In this one particular moment of I'm trying to think of the best words. Almost a Eureka-like moment. You generally speaking are a very kind of like with it, charismatic, kind of carry yourself a certain way. You get this kind of like feeling that like she kind of like is like eyeballing you a little bit extra, but then also kind of like eyeballs everybody else as well. She seems to be a very takes what she wants kind of person.
This is the half-orc leader of the Hand of Justice?
Yes.
Yeah. So, you see like a little like very subtly to himself goes, my apologies, Mistress Akumi.
Mistress?
Master, what do you call the leader of your organization? What's your title?
You can just call me Akumi. That's fine.
Akumi. Okay. All right. So, I would.
She's now you get the sense now she's already turned off, and she's just kind of like, all right.
To help you, I'd like to help with this whole thing. Like to work together. Yes.
Yes, of course. But like I said, if I hear anything, I will either if you wander back in here and you see Jezen will send you to the back, or if you run into Anon again, she'll direct you my way or relay a message or something like that. She travels quite a bit, so there's a chance that you run into her in other places as well. So, but yeah, if you have nothing else for me, I've got some bookkeeping to do.
Well, I am good for a drink. I think I have spent enough time in this room for now, and I'm going to make my leave. Thank you very much. And he just kind of like makes a big jaunty walk out very awkwardly.
Yep.
And now I'm going to go to Juliet and take her to a table, motion for Jensen to bring the
Milk.
drinks and
Milk.
food, and try to take it easy. And when things die down a bit, move out quietly and send a sending message.
Okay. Who are you sending this message to?
I'm sending this message to Morharan, telling him,
Okay.
I hope you're victorious on the quest, and this works out. Thank you. We're still alive.
You got like, I think like 6 or 7 words left. No, you good there? All right. He responds back. Not sure how this works, but yeah, we're good. Just in the forest south of the volcano thing. Will you be doing this? And that's it.
Why do I bother? I should sink Juliet on him. I can even lend her my broom. Oh, I have to think about her. And we need space. We need space. We need space. Ragdolly, we need space. And I just walk inside. Like,
You're darn right, Sugar. We do need space.
but at least our new friends, difficult.
Is there any chance you can get me a smaller outfit? This thing is getting kind of hot now, seeing as it's getting all warm out there.
Oh, but it's so pretty. And I start like taking off the belt thingies and taking the armor off of her.
Yeah. Which, by the way, this ferret, by the way, the most majestic looking ferret you've ever seen. Almost like tinged pink, kind of like fluffy fur. Has a nice little bow on her inner. I don't know if it's not on there. Dang it. Well, if it was there, you would see the majestic emoji, but it's not there. She like very impressive looking ferret, actually, despite the fact that it's been traveling around with this group of adventurers for the better part of a month. You all kind of settle in here in the Tricky Ingot. You find yourselves a meal and some drink before going to bed in whatever rooming arrangements you decide. We can figure that out next time. But with that said, that is going to end, and we'll pick this up in a couple weeks. That was great. That's awesome. So yeah, we will be picking this back up here in a few weeks. We will find someone to raid here in a bit once we kind of figure all that jazz out. But we'll be back here in, what is that, November the 11th. We'll be back here November 11th for the second episode of our season 2 of campaign 1. It got complicated there really quick. So we look forward to that. Congratulations again to Ty FH for the dice, Fires of Atheline for the awesome for the character commission giveaway from Jennifer, who does all of our art. Like I said, check her out over on @SorceressKnee on Twitter and @Sleepy Sorceress or @Sleepy Dragons Need Coffee on Instagram. Yeah, that. And then congratulations to Nat 20 Productions official for the adventure. That's awesome. Which, yeah, Peach happy. So with that said, we will see you in a couple weeks. Remember to take care of each other, and we will see you next time. Have a good night.
Good night.
And